Hello. Hello, hello. Just getting ready for this kick. Only a couple of minutes away, I presume, here. I am Joby Wan here to bring you this action here for the Bears at the Commanders in Landover, Maryland. Bears trying to right last year's wrong. No fail Mary, hopefully. Let's get this show on the road. Commanders are down their top two wide receivers. Getting my nonsense all set up here. What do we got? See if we got any new tweets here before we get to kickoff. Caleb got his business face on here. Let's see here. Following Big Z. Big Z always on the sidelines for us here. No Cairo Santos, so we get Jake Moody, who, of course, was cut by the 49ers earlier this year for missing all his kicks. And then we have inactive Grady Jarrett, not a surprise there. Jade Walker, Tano Capassignon, Ruben Hippolyte, Luke Newman, and Case Keenum. So no surprising inactives there. Kyler Gordon's expected to play. TJ Edwards expected to play. No Austin Booker. But here, let's hope we can get a pass rush and stop some run today, because I think we're going to get a healthy dose of the run game, because Commanders are without their top two receivers, Terry McLaurin, and I didn't even write down the other guy's name because he's not going to be playing. Who was it? I know I retweeted it earlier. No Terry McLaurin or Noah Brown. Deebo Samuel, a game time decision. I did not see if he's playing or not. See if Shefty said anything. Well, we better get ready because this kick is about to be in the air. Matt Gay has the kick away, and the Bears are receiving the first half kick. That is taken in by Duvernay. He's going to cross the 20 up to the 25, and he'll be brought down right around the 30-yard line. And that is where the Bears will start, 1st and 10. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and share to any Bears fans who might be interested in listening to a Bears fan rather than Joe Buck and Troy Aikman all night. It is 1st and 10. We'll give you guys a timestamp as soon as we possibly can. The ball is at the 30-yard line. Caleb is under center. He's got two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. That is going to be DeAndre Swift, who's going to go forward for about 2 yards on the first down carry. Definitely want to see some push out of the middle of this line. Want to see DeAndre Swift hitting the hole decisively. No dancing in the backfield today. It's a little slick out there. It's been raining for several hours out in Maryland. It is supposed to end during the first half here, but little moist out on the field. Caleb in the shotgun. He sends Komet in motion. He takes the snap, surveying, throws it over the middle, and that is going to be complete to Zacchaeus for about 10 yards gain and a first down. 14-14, 14-13, 14-12, 14-11 left to go in this first quarter. Let's take another look at that. Caleb with a decisive strike right over the middle. Hits Zacchaeus right in between the two defenders. Can't ask him to do it more perfectly. Saw several throws from Dylan Gabriel yesterday in the Cleveland game. He was getting his receivers killed throwing those balls over the middle like that. All right, 1st and 10. Ball is at the 42-yard line of Chicago. Caleb in the shotgun takes a snap. He's rolling out to his right, got some pressure. He's going to get rid of it, and that will be complete to Luther Burden for about a 5-yard gain on first down. That will bring up 2nd and 5. 13:35, 13:34, 13:33 left to go in this first quarter. Bears, of course, back after a week off. That bye week is always one of the worst weeks for football. And of course, there was a lot of crap on last week, too. So that didn't help either. Bears getting to the line kind of quick. Caleb under center. He's got 3 wideouts, 2 to his right, or 2 to his left, 1 to his right. Sends Komet in motion, turns, hands it off to Swift, who's going to take it up the left side, hits the hole, and that's going to be 5 yards and another Bears first down. 13:02, 13:01, 13 minutes left to go in this first quarter. That's what we want to see, DeAndre. He just gets right behind the left tackle, Beneday, who is starting in place of Braxton Jones today. Just follows the block and gets right to where we need to be. Another first down. All right, ball is across midfield now. Bears working in Washington territory at the 47-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun takes a snap, looking over the middle. He's just going to dump it off to DeAndre Swift, who's got a convoy in front of him, but then is brought down from behind after a gain of about 12 on the dump-off play. But that is another Bears first down. Bears moving the ball on this first drive. 12-17, 12-16, 12-15 left to go in this first quarter. Yeah, Bears back to the line. They got 20 seconds to work with. They're getting to the line real quick, and I'm liking it. Got 3 receivers, man in motion, turns, pitches it. This is going to be Kyle Manungai on the carry, and he's going to have a gain of about 5 on the first down carry, bringing the ball down to the Washington 30-yard line. Kyle Manungai on a first positive carry that we've seen for a while out of that young man. Out of the game, and DeAndre Swift coming back in. Ref holding up the play. Bears offense moving very quickly. I like to see it. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got backs on either side of him. One of them is Zacchaeus. Sends him in motion, takes a shotgun snap, hands it off to Swift, who's going to go to the right side, and he's going to be stopped for about a 1-yard loss on that 2nd and 4 play. They're going to call it no gain. I wouldn't be surprised if they do give a 1-yard loss on that. But it is going to be 3rd down incoming. Yep, they definitely saw that one coming. There was no chance. That play was essentially dead to rights from the get-go. No push from the right side of the line, of course. All right, 3rd and 4, 10:55, 10:54, 10:53. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts, 1 tight end, and Swift lined up next to him. He sends Swift in motion, takes the shotgun snap, looking to his left, throws it out quickly, looking for DJ Moore, but looks like there may have been a miscommunication as DJ was not looking for it. And it looks like the Bears will bring on Jake Moody to attempt a field goal. Let's take a look at that again. I don't think DJ got his head around in time. Yeah, there was definitely miscommunication because it was over Burden and nowhere's near DJ, unfortunately. Caleb knows he screwed that one up. 4th and 4. It is Jake Moody up for a 47-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is through, and the Bears will take an early 3-0 lead with 10:41 left to go in this first quarter. Bears were moving the ball to start out, but then the drive stalled. Offensive line getting pushed into the backfield on a run play, no less, which is unfortunate. But the Bears do come away with the early score, and when you're on the road, you always take points when you can get them. That's the way I look at it. Welcome in, welcome in. Please like the stream. Please subscribe. Thank you for joining me. I will be here all evening, and of course, for all Bears games this season. I've even popped on to do a couple of live streams for other games. Last night, we went ahead and did the Lions at the Chiefs. Wasn't necessarily the most entertaining game, although a little bit of fireworks after it was over, so that was interesting. Brian Branch putting an open hand to the face mask of Juju Smith-Schuster. Wouldn't be surprised if Brian Branch finds a suspension in his stocking this week. They put out Halloween stockings? No, they don't do that. Yeah, at the commercial break, just waiting to come back. We're Jaden Daniels and his Commanders will be receiving the kickoff after the Bears got their 3 points on the opening drive. Bears fairly successful. Yeah, Bears fairly successful on opening drives so far this year, which is something we could not say about them. They did not score a single touchdown on opening drives at all last year. Obviously, they did not score one today, but hey, they still came away with points on the road against what I imagine is going to be a very tough commies team all night long. This is a creepy commercial. I don't know why this guy has a mouth on his chest, but then again, I'm watching this on mute because I don't need to hear the TV because I'm just talking to you guys. Falcons up 21-7 on the Bills right now. Wow. That's certainly not an outcome I would have predicted, but that's certainly not an outcome either. But Josh Allen, he's doing it all by himself out there in Buffalo. Can only do that for so long. Old man, young man, is going to start getting tired. All right, Moody is getting ready to kick this one away to the commies. 10:41 left to go in this first quarter. The kick is up and away. It will be fielded in the end zone and taken for a knee. And the Commanders will take over at their own 35 to start their first drive. Jaden Daniels and company out on the field. Of course, this is the battle of the number 1 pick versus the number 2 pick. As it stands right now, it looks like Jaden Daniels would have been the wiser selection, but there's still a lot of football to be played by these two young men before it's all said and done. And honestly, it's Drake May who's looking like the cream of the class right now. That guy has been playing some amazing football to start this season out. But anyways, we're not watching Drake May and the Patriots. We are watching Jaden Daniels and his Commanders work right now. It is 1st and 10. Ball is at their own 35-yard line. Jaden Daniels in the shotgun. Turns and he hands it off, and that is going to be his running back, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, or who I heard during the Bears pregame is just referred to simply as Bill. I don't understand why. I didn't catch the whole story, but we're going to call him Krosky Merritt all night long. And it's probably going to be a tongue twister. Anyways, 2nd and 7 incoming. Jaden is in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Krosky Merritt in motion. Takes the shotgun snap. He's serving, and there are flags on the play. There's going to be a false start on this snap. Number 79 on the offense. One of the linemen moving early. I only wrote down the skill position players for the most part, so that could be a problem later, but I can't imagine I'm going to be calling out a ton of Washington offensive linemen. But anyways, 2nd and 12 now. Jaden takes a shotgun snap. He's surveying, got plenty of time, throws it over to the left side, and that's going to be a first down catch by Chris Moore, the default number 1 wideout today. I still did not catch if Deebo Samuel is playing. I have to look for number 1 on the field. Have not seen him yet. That is a first down. We got 9:33, 9:32, 9:31 to go in this first quarter. Ball is at the Washington 46-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, and Krosky Merritt lined up behind him. Turns and hands it off to Krosky. No, he keeps it himself, and he's going to be brought down immediately for maybe a gain of 1. Bears defensive end did not bite on that. And that looks to be, was that Billings on the tackle? No, that wasn't Billings. Who was that? These camera angles sometimes, man, they're killing me. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I think that was Jervon Dexter. Anyways, here we are on 2nd and 8. Ball is at the 48-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts. Sends Krosky Merritt in motion. Takes the snap. He's under pressure immediately. Throws it over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Looking for Deebo Samuel. So Deebo is playing today. There is another flag on the play. Let's see what that's about. Montez Sweat and Jaden Daniels having a little chit-chat in the backfield after the play. Former teammates, of course. Montez Sweat coming over from Washington in the 2023 season. Still checking the flag, not entirely sure. Ooh, we have a personal foul, roughing the passer. And that's going to be on none other than Montez Sweat. That's not the way I want to be calling your name, Mr. Sweat. We want to call you for sacks, not for personal fouls. Let's see that one. A little smack across the face mask of Jaden Daniels. And of course, you can't do that. Can't hit him in the head at all. And the worst part about it is that was an incomplete pass. It would have brought up a nice 3rd down. Instead, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bears' 37-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 4 wideouts. He sends a Krosky Merritt in motion, takes a snap, looking over the middle, and he's going to hit. That looks to be Zach Ertz on about a 3-yard completion. It is indeed Zach Ertz on the completion. That's going to bring up 2nd down and I believe 6. Oh, they're calling it 6. Yes. 8:15, 8:14, 8:13 left to go in this first quarter. Dennis Allen on your left, Cliff Kingsbury on your right. Jaden Daniels in the shotgun, sends Deebo Samuel in motion. He's going to turn and hand it off to Krosky Merritt, who's going to have about 3, maybe 4 on that 2nd down carry, bringing up 3rd and short for the Commanders. Well into Bears territory. It's going to be 3rd and 3 upcoming. 7:46, 7:45, 7:44 left to go in this first quarter. Cliff Kingsbury. Oop. Jaden Daniels in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the snap, looking left immediately. He's got a short pass to Deebo, who's going to stretch, and he does gain the 1st down. Needed 3, got 4 on that 3rd down play. Could have been stopped, but he manages to reach out and get just enough. Nashawn Wright, maybe if you go for a tackle there. Seemed like he was the only guy who didn't even bother putting hands on him. All right, Jaden is under center. Interesting formation there. Sends a man in motion, turns, hands it off to Krosky. Merritt's going to take it up the middle, and that's going to be about a 5-yard gain on 1st down, bringing the ball up to the 21-yard line. 6:38, 6:37, 6:36 left to go in this first quarter. Commanders answering the Bears' opening field goal drive with a nice drive of their own. 2nd and 5 incoming from the 21-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He sends Samuel in motion. Takes a snap. Fakes a little pitch to Krosky Merritt. Throws it over the middle. That's going to be intercepted. And that's going to be Jaquan Brisker with the interception. And he is taking it downfield. He's going to be down right around the 35-yard line. Turnover, interception, Jaquan Brisker stopping the Commanders inside the red zone. He probably picked that thing off right around the 5-yard line. Excellent play by Brisker. Cut that ball off. Daniels never even saw him, and he even saying, my bad. Kwani B with the interception. First takeaway of the night for the Bears. That was a good drive the Commanders were putting together there. But Brisker just takes it away. And you could tell from the field of vision, the camera angle they showed on the replay, you almost had the same line of view that Jaden Daniels had. And you saw he threw that ball, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, Brisker came in and just took it away. Nice play. Gotta love it. Bears DBs, man. That's their 10th takeaway of the year and their 8th interception of the year so far. First one for Kwani, though. Kevin Byard's got a pair. Tyreek's got a pair, I believe. But very, very nice. Very nice. Welcome in, welcome in. If you're just joining me, Bears just took the ball away inside their own red zone. Commanders were driving. Jaden Daniels throws an interception, and the Bears will be taking over on their own 30-yard line, or roughly abouts, after the interception. John Kuhn. Kuhn. It's a Packers lifer right there, huh? Right, just waiting to get back to some action here, man. To get the interception, I get pumped up, and then we get a commercial break. It's like, man, you're killing me. Yes, we all know the story of Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. All right. Back from the break after the interception. It is a Bears 1st and 10, and they have it at the 34-yard line. So they gave them a couple more yards than I thought they would on that return. But hey, all's well that ends well. Bears have the ball 1st and 10. Caleb under center. He's got 2 wideouts, 2 tight ends, and 1 running back. He turns, fakes the handoff. He's looking, throws it deep over the left side, and he's got Roma Dunze. Oh, ball was underthrown, and the DBs unfortunately caught up. But man, he had Roma Dunze wide open for a moment there. If he wouldn't have had to stop for that ball, that could have been touchdown all day. They're going back and showing the interception again here now. Yep, Brisker undercutting the route by Deebo Samuel, coming away with the pick. All right, 2nd and 10. Caleb in the shotgun, sends a man in motion, turns and throws it quick out to the left to DJ Moore on that bubble screen that I absolutely hate. But hey, it picked up 13 yards and a Bears 1st down. All right. Bubble screen looks a lot better when it actually gains yards, but for the last 25 years or so for the Bears, it has not done that. But hey, I won't complain about it this time. DJ Moore with about a 12-yard gain on that bubble screen on 2nd down. It is 1st and 10, 5:31, 5:30, 5:29 left to go in this first quarter. Ball at the 47-yard line. Caleb under center. He's got 3 wideouts. Send a man in motion. I formation behind him. Turns and hands it off. This is Kyle Monungai carrying it up the right side, and he is going to have about a 4-yard gain on that 1st down carry. 5:15, 5:14, 5:13 left to go in this first quarter. Kyle Monungai looks like he's going to be a little more involved tonight. Already seen more of him tonight than I believe we saw out of the last several games. Still interested to see if Roshan Johnson makes an appearance tonight. Caleb under center fakes the handoff to Monungai, surveying, throws it over the middle, and he has got his man. That is going to be DJ Moore with another 1st down grab. Looked to be a gain of about 15 to 18 yards on that. That was a fast mover. It's hard to tell exactly how much they gained on that. Little bit of confusion by the Washington defense on the snap there, so that led to DJ Moore with a man trailing him on that play. Very nice throw by Caleb. It was more or less on the money, slightly behind, but still enough where DJ could just grab it, didn't have to stop. Anyways, Caleb under center sends a man in motion, fakes the handoff, throws the short pass to Komet, who is going to be stopped about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 11. 4:05, 4:04, 4:03, 4:02 left to go in this first quarter. Both offenses having not a lot of trouble moving the ball right now. Bears' first offensive drive definitely stalled out, resulting in the 3 points. They are about the same spot they were on that drive. They're going to give us another go. Caleb in the shotgun, 2nd and 10. He takes a snap, looks to his right. He throws it. He's got his man. That's going to be Colston Loveland, who is going to have enough for a 1st down. But there is a flag on the play now, and we will have to check that. Looks like it's gonna be against the Bears. Offensive pass interference against the man who received the ball, Colston Loveland. Let's have a look at that one. Colston off the line. Yeah, it's enough of a push off, unfortunately. It wasn't a ton, but he extended his arms and they will call you every time on that push off. That's unfortunate because that would have been a first down catch for the Bears, and it instead turns it into a 2nd and 20. Bears backed up to their own 42, almost 43-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun, 3 wide outs. He's got Manungai lined up next to him. Throws it over the middle. That was intended for Zacchaeus, but there were 3 commanders closing in on him. That's going to bring up 3rd and 20. The unfortunate offensive pass interference penalty by Cole Kmet stalling this Bears drive right now. Yeah, he had Zacchaeus, but Zacchaeus was going to get destroyed if he caught that ball. Yeah. I don't blame you for letting that one go. Extend your career. All right, 3rd and 20. Caleb in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, takes the snap, serving, throws the short pass to DJ Moore, makes a man miss, but he is ultimately going to only gain about 12 yards on that 3rd down play, resulting in 4th down. Bears should be in range to attempt another field goal here. 2:56, 2:55, 2:54 left to go in this first quarter. They are indeed rolling Moody out. Looks like this will be a 48-yard field goal attempt. Made one from 47 on the first drive. This one is from 48, indeed. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and young Moody makes the second kick of the night, giving the Bears a 6-0 lead. 2:27 left to go in this first quarter. And 2 offensive drives to the Bears, getting into Washington territory, but ultimately stalling out. 1 drive so far for the Commanders, resulting in an interception by Jaquan Brisker. So far, so good, but Bears want to be serious about winning this game tonight. They're going to have to start scoring some touchdowns. All right. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. Hey, it's Mitch Trubisky, professional backup. Was once a professional starter for 4 years. I like that kid. He was a good kid. He wasn't a good quarterback, but he was a good kid. Again, the benefit or the drawbacks of watching TV on mute here. I have no idea what's going on with this Google phone commercial, Google Pixel commercial. Everybody's carrying an ice cream cone. I don't get it, but again, I can't hear what's going on. So, anyways, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Bears are up 6-0 in the first quarter. We got about 2.5 minutes left to go in the first. Commanders will be starting out their second offensive possession, the first one ending in an interception. Tell you, commercials are never longer than when I'm streaming. They never seem as long when I'm not streaming. It's crazy. So I want to have something to talk about. I don't want to bore you guys. Jeez. Come on now. You're here to inform, entertain, perhaps have a laugh or two along the way. Will someone get hit in the seat? Typically. Uh-oh, DJ Moore banged up. Yeah, looks like he's hurting. Hopefully he's okay. That's a no good. All right, nothing new on the Twitter machine right now. We are ready to get this kick away to the Commanders. Jake Moody lined up. All right, ball is up away. That will be fielded at the 1 yard line. Returned by Luke McCaffrey. He's going to be across the 25 and brought down right around the 30-yard line where the Commanders will take over. Luke McCaffrey, the baby brother of Christian McCaffrey. And when I say baby brother, I believe they're like 10, 11 years apart. So, I mean, I'm not kidding when I say that. Maybe it's not that many. Maybe it's more like 8 or 9. But anyways, Jaden Daniels and company back on offense. We've been seeing the offenses operating at a high clip, trying to get out of their huddles fast, not using a lot of time on the play clock. All right, takes the shotgun snap. Jaden Daniels got plenty of time. He's rolling out to his right, throws it over to the left, and that is going to be tipped away by Kevin Byard. Excellent defense by Kevin Byard and Kyler Gordon, and there is now a flag on the play. We will have to check that one. Hopefully that's a hold against the Commanders or something, because we don't want to see. We got illegal contact on Nashawn Wright. Come on, Nashawn. You need to be a contributor. You had what looked like a loaf on the last series, and now you have an illegal contact on what was a positive play for us. I think that was incidental at most. Refs should have put that flag in their pocket, unfortunately. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He just hands it off to his man that is, I forgot his name already, Krosky Merritt, and he will be stopped for no gain. And the Bears are saying they have the football. Let's see what we got here. Daniels hands it off. Krosky Merritt. He's going to be met at the line. The ball does come out. It is a fumble, but who comes up with it? Did the offensive lineman come up with it, or did TJ Edwards come up with it? Who came up with that ball on the scrum? That ball was definitely out. Can we see who came up with it, though? That's the only problem. Who knocked that out? Was that Montez Sweat? Oh, hey, so doing something positive, Montez. All right, all right. Montez Sweat definitely knocked it out. It looked like TJ Edwards may have gotten in there, but I think the offensive lineman Wiley may have fallen on it. No, wait. What's going on? Bears are on offense. Oh, shit. Here, I'm all this confusion, and it's a turnover. Bears are on offense. Caleb's in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. He's looking. He throws it. No, he doesn't throw it. He throws it to the right, and that's his man, Roma Dunze, who's going to have a Bears first down. Holy crap. Again, the drawbacks of watching this game on mute, unfortunately. But hey, the Bears have the ball after a fumble by Krosky Merritt that was knocked out by Montez Sweat, recovered by TJ Edwards. And now the Bears are threatening. I believe they're just outside of the red zone. They are on the 24-yard line. Caleb under center. It is 1st and 10. Turns, hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who hits the hole, and he's gained about 5 on the first down carry. 2nd down incoming. First 115, 114, 113 left to go in this game. That is definitely some confusion I had about a minute and a half ago there. So that will be an interesting one to throw in my compilation clips tomorrow when I upload that. Holy crap, was I confused and not paying attention to what was going on? Well, I was paying attention, but I was just confused. All right, 52, 51, 50 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. Looks like he's changing the play at the line. He takes a snap, hands it off to DeAndre Swift. He's going to go up the left side, easily has a first down and much more. He's going to be brought down right around the 5-yard line, where the Bears will have 1st and goal. There are 31 seconds, 30 seconds, 29 seconds left in the quarter, and there's about 35 seconds, so about 5 seconds more on the play clock than the game clock right now. We'll see if the Bears decide to run one more play before the first quarter ends. Very nice run by DeAndre Swift. So far, he has been hitting the holes decisively, just like we've asked. It's almost like Ben Johnson's watching the same football I'm watching out here. And that is encouraging, to say the least. That will be the end of the first quarter. Bears up 6-0 with the ball at the 5, threatening first and goal at the Commanders' 5-yard line. That will be the end of the first quarter. And while they are at commercial, we are going to take a short pee break. All right, I am back. The game is not back yet, but that's all right. Just thinking about now, the Bears have already 2 turnovers in this game. That brings their total on the season to 11 already. I mean, we're only in the 5th game, so they're almost averaging 3 turnovers a game. You know, it's crazy to think about. Right now, they're definitely averaging more than 2 turnovers a game. They get one more today, man. This is nuts. Yar. But Bears have 8 picks and 3 fumble recoveries on the season already. Pretty amazing. Looks like they're going to show that. Oh no, that's the interception play. That's Brisker. Let's see that fumble. Yeah, Montez Sweat gets his paw in there, big bear paw. And then Wiley unable to recover. TJ Edwards gets his paws in there, but in his crotch, and recovers. Commanders, hell, they had 3 turnovers in their first 5 games. They already have 2 tonight. All right, we have flip-flop sides of the field. Bears are at the 7-yard line. Caleb under center. He's got Manungai behind him. And that's going to be a handoff to DJ Moore, who's going to take it up the middle like he's Debo Samuel and will be brought down by the 1 after a 6-yard gain. That will be second and goal from the 1-yard line. I hate these DJ Moore between the tackle runs, but that one at least came from the wide receiver position, so it wasn't as expected, thankfully. It wasn't line up at a tailback or anything like that. All right, second and goal. Bears have 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right, and DeAndre Swift and another tight end in the backfield. Caleb's going to keep it himself, run it up the right side, and he's going to go in for the touchdown right at the pylon. Brings it in, makes it look easy, and that is going to make this game 12-0 with 14 minutes and 18 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And I would have to imagine that at 12-0, the Bears are going to line up and try to go for 2 here. Let's see what Ben Johnson decides to do. I'd go for 2 right here, make it 14-0. Yep, nice little design quarterback run. Easy peasy, nothing to it. Bears will line up for the extra point instead. Jake Moody getting ready to kick it in. The snap, spot, kick is up, and it is through. The Bears take a 13-0 lead with 14 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this first half. All Bears so far. 2 takeaways and 10 points off of those takeaways. When they talk about complimentary football, that is exactly what they talk about. Bears, of course, took the ball away deep in Washington territory as it was. So when you have that short field to work with, almost anything is possible. Dennis Allen really working out of the Lovie Smith defensive playbook over the last 3 games now. You know, those first 2 games, they were definitely blitzing a lot, playing a lot of man, and they were just getting burned. But last 2 games before the bye and this one now, they're just playing that simple cover 2. And right now it's working for him, which is amazing when you don't have any kind of pass rush to speak of. But hey, if your DBs are good enough to cover, then you can get away with it, right? Right. See if we have any injury updates or anything here. And so far, so good. Everything's looking amazing. Caleb Williams with a 1-yard keeper. Jake Moody so far making all his kicks. Yeah, and that fumble by Krosky Merritt, I had no idea what was going on there. And then all of a sudden they cut away from the replay and there's Bears on offense. I'm just like, whoa. I might have to put the audio on Bluetooth or something here just so I can actually hear the information when I'm talking to you guys. So that way I don't look like a complete idiot in some of these moments. Jeez. All right, we are back after the Bears score up 13-0 early in the second quarter. Getting ready to kick it back away to Jaden Daniels and his Washington Commanders, who will now, this will be their their third possession of the game. They have given it away on both of their first 2 possessions, and this will be their third crack at it now. Jaden Daniels looking pretty calm and cool. But gotta imagine if things keep going the way they're going, that's not gonna last. Anyways, Moody up and kicks it away. Ball will be taken in the end zone and kneeled on, and the Commanders are gonna start at their own 35 once again. Showing the replay on the Caleb score. DeAndre Swift with a little hold of the t-shirt there. I didn't see nothing. All right, Jaden Daniels and the Commanders taking over at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Zach Ertz lined up at tight end, moves into motion, turns, hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who takes it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after about a 2-yard gain. 14-11, 14-10, 14-09, 14-08 left to go in this second quarter. Commanders going right back to Krosky Merritt, showing that they have faith in the kid. But I guarantee had he fumbled it there, it would have been all over for him tonight. But just trying to make sure the kid has his confidence. He doesn't look very confident on the sideline. Looks like he's going to be spelled here by his backup, which is Chris Rodriguez, I believe. Got a pair of running backs in the backfield. Jaden takes the shotgun snap, fakes the handoff, throws it to the left, and that is going to be completed to his man. That is Chris Moore for the first down catch. Yeah, fairly easy little pitch and catch there. However, that's Nashawn Wright on the coverage. He played it about as well as he could, but he's not blowing my skirt up with this play so far. Ball at the 49. Jaden's in the shotgun, takes the snap. Bunch of motion going on. It's going to be pitched out and end around to the right side. That is number 83. Jalen Lane on the end around. There was a bunch of wacky motion going on in the backfield on that one, but that's ultimately going to pick up 8 yards, and that will bring up second and, well, they're calling it 7 yards, 2nd and 3 for the Commanders. Yeah, Jaden just looked like he was playing ring around a rosy here, spinning in circles. Ultimately gets it off to this Jalen Lane, who takes it up the right side for a 7-yard gain. Never seen a reverse quite like that one, or end around, whatever that was. Definitely had a convoy out there. All right, 2nd and 3, Jaden in the shotgun. He turns and hands it off. No, he does not hand it off. He keeps it himself, but he is going to be brought down for a loss of about 3 on that 2nd down play. Quarterback design run, TJ Edwards sniffing it out all the way. And that will be a loss of 3 on that 2nd down, bringing up 3rd and 6 for Jaden Daniels. Yeah, TJ Edwards sniffed that out, saw it the entire way, was not fooled. Also helped out by Kevin Byard, who was definitely on that play. Ball at the 48-yard line, 3rd and 6, 11:51, 11:50, 11:49. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Takes a snap. He is looking to his left. Under pressure, throws it right, and that was intended for Zach Ertz, but that's going to fall incomplete. However, there is a flag on the play. Montez Sweat with his hands in the air, and it looks like it's going to be against the Bears. Personal foul, face mask. And who was that on? Nashawn Wright with another penalty. That's 2 drive extending penalties by Nashawn Wright so far in this game. Looks like he is determined to well, I'm not gonna say that right now. But Nashawn Wright not having a solid performance to start this game out right now. Let's see where the face mask was. I didn't see it on the jam there, unless it was hidden on the camera angle. Anyways, ball at the Bears 33. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, has plenty of time. Now he's just going to break up the pocket, runs up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 6 on 1st down. Bears penalties, extending drives for Commanders right now. 2nd and 3, 11:24, 11:23, 11:22 left to go in this first half. It's a little disheartening to see Nashawn Wright making these mistakes right now. Of course, he is on the field because Jalen Johnson is out with his groin injury that he had surgery on. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, turns and hands it off to the backup running back, who's going to have about a 6-yard gain on that 2nd down carry. That will be good enough for a 1st down by Jeremy McNichols. That is the 3rd running back for the Commanders. All the Commanders running backs getting in on the action here. 10:36, 10:35, 10:34 left to go in this 2nd quarter. 1st and 10. Jaden in the shotgun, ball at the Bears 22-yard line. He's got 2 wideouts to his left, 2 tight ends to his right. Sends Debo in motion, takes the shotgun snap. He's looking left. He is under pressure. The ball is out again, and Jaden's going to be brought down for no gain. But the ball was out again. Oh my goodness. Bears almost coming up with another turnover here. Let's see what happened with the ball on that one. It must be slippery out there. Nobody even touched that one. That was all Jaden, just mishandling the football, unfortunately. I did make mention that it had been raining all day leading into this, all afternoon leading into this game. So it is still moist out there. Jaden Daniels, 0 career fumbles lost. It almost wasn't the case anymore there. 2nd and 10, shotgun snap. Jaden takes it, throws it deep towards the end zone, and that is for his man, Chris Moore, and that is going to be a Washington touchdown. Working on, let me guess, Nashawn Wright? No, I think that was actually Kyler Gordon in the back of the end zone there. Chris Moore with the 22-yard touchdown reception. And that was Kyler Gordon that he was working against. Comes down, knees in the end zone. Looks like he catches it cleanly. He indeed does. And that is going to be the Commanders' first score of the game. 13-6 pending the extra point. Kyler Gordon, of course, seeing his first action of the year today. Snap, spot, the kick is up, it is through, and the Commanders close this to a 6-point lead. Bears leading now 13-7 with 9:28 left to go in this first half. Hello, hello, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share with any Bears fans that you think might enjoy listening to a Bears fan calling the game as opposed to the not so beloved Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I know a lot of people think that they hate their team. Ask Matt Baticola, he thinks he hates Chicago altogether. But I know Packer fans think they hate him. Bears fans think they hate him. Seattle Seahawks fans think they hate him. Cowboys fans think they hate him. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's Troy Aikman. You think he hates the Cowboys? And come on now. But hey, if you don't like them, come on in. Check me out. We like to have a little bit of fun here. I might not be as polished as some of those big time streamers, but we still have a good time. Scusi one moment. All right. I suppose it can't be all Bears the entire game, right? It was all Bears up until that third Commanders drive where they finally put one together. But of course, they had a lot of help from penalties by Nahshon Wright. And then Kyler Gordon, unfortunately, giving up the touchdown play here. He's probably just a little out of practice. You know, he hasn't played all year yet. This is his first action of the season. It's all right. Ooh, TJ Edwards almost getting a hand on that pass. All right, the ball is up and away. The Bears will field it at the 4-yard line. That is going to be brought back by Duvernay, who is going to be brought down at the 25, where the Bears and Caleb Williams will take over. 9:22 left to go in this first half. Caleb Williams completions to 6 different receivers, 8 of 11, 79 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Ball is on their own 26-yard line to start out this drive. Caleb under center. Looks like they're going to try and run a little tempo here. Caleb sends Zacchaeus in motion, hands it off to Zacchaeus, and he takes it around the edge and gains about 3 on that first down carry. Ball will be about the 29-yard line, 2nd down and 7 incoming. Just managed to get around the corner, but doesn't get enough to get a big gain on there. 2nd down. We have 8:58, 8:57, 8:56 left to go in this first half. Caleb under center. He's got 2 wideouts to his right. Turns and pitches it to DeAndre Swift. Carries it up the right side. Got plenty of room to run. He's got a 1st down and more. Takes it out right. He's going to be pushed out of bounds right around midfield. Excellent carry by DeAndre Swift, bringing up the next Bears 1st down. Much better decisive running by DeAndre Swift today. He's looked better today than he's looked all year. No dancing in the backfield, hitting the point of attack and getting there. And there you had Darnell Wright basically blocking two guys. One of them just essentially over pursued. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got two men to his left, sends a Dunze in motion, turns, hands it off. And this is going to be, is that Roshan Johnson out there? That is Roshan Johnson with his first carry of the season. I called it out in my video this week. I knew it. Roshan Johnson with his first carry of the season, and that's going to be good for what, 3-4 yards maybe? Bringing up second down. Roshan with his Guardian cap on. It's the first bear I've seen with a Guardian cap. Oh, there's a 6-yard gain on that first down carry. 2nd and 4. DJ Moore lined up in the backfield now. Caleb under center. He's got two wideouts to his left, one to his right. Sends Luther Burden in motion. Turns, fakes the handoff, throws it out to Burden, who gets it in space, but unfortunately is going to be brought down for a minimal gain, bringing up 3rd and short. Brought down by Darnell Savage, the former Packer. Yar. We don't like the Packers in this house, as you can tell by the colors on the wall and on my head. 3rd and 3, 7:10, 7:09, 7:08 left to go in this first half. Caleb in the shotgun's got trips to his left. Sends Odunze in motion. Fakes the handoff to Swift. Rolling out to his right. Caleb's going to run for the first down, and he does get it with his legs. It is going to be a gain of about 3 or 4, and it'll be 1st and 10. 6:55, 6:54, 6:53 left to go in this first half. Easy first down on the quarterback design run. Nobody out there to stop him. If you wanted to, probably could have turned it upfield for a few more yards, but he's playing it safe. Get what you need. Don't get greedy, right? First and 10, ball at the Washington 40. Caleb under center, takes a snap, just pitches it out to Swift, who does scoops it off the ground almost, and he's only going to have about a 1-yard gain. Not the best throw by Caleb. Swift basically had to pick that one up off the ground, and that's going to be 2nd and 9 after that reception. Ball did indeed touch the ground, so they may end up calling this back and making it 2nd and 10. Ultimately, only a 1-yard difference. Well, they're really focusing on that replay. Come on, gentlemen. It's 1 yard. Let's not make a big deal about it. Are we going to have a challenge over 1 yard now? Come on. 2nd and 9. And there is a stoppage in play. Please tell me they're using a challenge for a 1 yard. Yeah. Dan Campbell's throwing a challenge flag for 1 yard. It's going to go from 2nd and 9 to 2nd and 10. It'll be a successful challenge. He's not going to lose a timeout, but that is one of his challenges for this game. It's not worth it for 1 yard. Keep that challenge in your pocket. You call it a wash, man. It's not Dan Campbell. It's Dan Quinn. But yeah, Dan Quinn throwing the challenge flag to make a 2nd and 9 a 2nd and 10. Come on, man. Keep that challenge flag in your pocket. Like I said, he's going to win the challenge, but it's not going to matter. Because like I said, it's 1 yard, dude. What happens if he has to challenge later in the game and he loses it? Then he's out of challenges. Congratulations, you got your yard back. 2nd and 10 incoming. I hope it was worth it. 5:45 left to go in this first half. No, they're taking it back to 6:23 now because it was an incomplete pass. So, of course, the clock stopped. 2nd and 10 incoming. Ball is still at the Washington 40-yard line. Caleb in the shotgun. DeAndre Swift lined up next to him. He's got 3 receivers, 1 tight end. Takes the shotgun snap, and that's going to be a flag. False start on Theo Beneday, the left tackle. That's unfortunate. That's going to bring up 2nd and 15. So I guess if nothing, the challenge definitely. Oh, no, it's going to be a timeout. It looked like Benedict false started, but no, there was a timeout called by Washington. Must have seen something they didn't like on that. But you come out of the challenge and immediately have to call a timeout. It's almost like you lost the challenge now. Can't say I followed Dan Quinn's thought process on that challenge. Anyways, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share with any of your football friends, especially your Chicago Bears lovers. I will be here for the rest of the evening and all football season long, bringing you the Bears live streams, as well as a few other games here and there as well. Last night we did the Lions and Chiefs stream. Wasn't necessarily the most entertaining game, but we did have a little bit of fireworks after the game was over, so that was certainly interesting. But just a Star Wars nerd who loves me some football. My Chicago Bears first, and then the rest of the league second. Yeah, I won't even lie. I watch as many Packer games as I watch Bears games. But that's because I just love watching football games. So I was watching that Packers game yesterday, cheering Joe Flacco on the whole time, really hoping that he would manage to beat him again. Didn't happen, unfortunately. But they did give me hope throughout most of that game. They kept it close through the majority of the game, at least. Just waiting to come back after the timeout. Bears will have 2nd and 10 from the Washington 40. Commanders burning a challenge just to gain a yard. And then immediately having to call timeout after that challenge, which is an odd sequence of events, to say the least. Looks like Buffalo finally scored again. And Atlanta is now leading 21-14 in that game on ESPN. We are, of course, watching the Bears and Commanders on ABC here. All right, we are back to the field. We have 6:23 left to go in this first half. Ball at the 40, 2nd and 10. All right, Caleb in the shotgun. He's got trips to his left, sends DeAndre Swift in motion. All out blitz coming at him. He was looking for Zacchaeus, but could not get it to him. That is going to bring up 3rd and 10. Caleb also took a hit on the play. They brought at least 6 on that play and definitely got to him. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. No, they brought 7 on that play. That was an all-out blitz. And he probably could have got the DB for being on Zacchaeus' back, but did not happen. 3rd and 10, ball on the 40, 6:20 left to go in the first half. Zacchaeus in motion, Caleb in the shotgun. And he pitches it out to Swift, who's going to carry it out the left side. Got plenty of room to run. Gets close to a first down. It's going to be about 4th and 1. So the Bears have decision time now. 6:06, 6:05, 6:04 left to go in this first half. 4th and 1. Ben Johnson looking like he will opt to keep his offense on the field after the 9-yard gain on 3rd down. Bears are going for it. ESPN analytics say go for it. Don't really need that to tell me. I know what my head coach is going to do. He was going to go for it. The ball is at the 31. Bears need to get to the 30 for the first down. Caleb under center. He's got 3 guys to his right. Sends Zacchaeus in motion. Turns. Fakes the handoff to Roshan Johnson. And he's looking for a pass, and that's going to get tipped and will be incomplete. Looking for Roma Dunze. Defensive lineman got his hand up, and the ball was tipped at the line. We've definitely seen quite a bit of that out of Caleb this year, most notably against Max Crosby 2 weeks ago. Oh, that was not a defensive lineman. That was a linebacker who got in the lane. Bears drive stalled at the 31-yard line of Washington. Turnover on downs. Washington will take over. Currently 13-7. I believe just around 5 minutes left to play in the first half. That's unfortunate. Would have liked to see them get that first down, of course. And then who knows, maybe, like I say, on the road, take the points. But I know my head coach, and he's going for that every time. Don't change who you are, right? Let's hope that challenge by Dan Quinn comes back to bite him in the butt later in the game. Because that was really a dumb challenge just to get 1 yard back. It took a 2nd and 9 and made it 2nd and 10. Big whoop. I wouldn't have thrown that challenge flag. I think I'm going to have to respond to that message. Just got invited to a wrestling show. I'm an old school wrestling fan, not so much a new school wrestling fan. I stopped watching in the 2000s when the testosterone started kicking in on my own self. I was more interested in looking at women than sweaty dudes wrestling in the ring. But hey, wrestling can still be fun. So, anyways, we are back. A ball is on the 31-yard line of Washington. Jaden Daniels is in the shotgun. He takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Plenty of time to survey, throws it over the middle. That is his running back, Krosky Merritt, who is going to have about 7, maybe 8 yards on that first down catch. 5:17, 5:16, 5:15 left to go in this. We have an injured bear on the field now. And that looks to be, I'm not sure. Is that Noah Sewell? I believe that is Noah Sewell down on the ground. Yes. Ooh, he took a shot from his own man, Ford. And that does not look good. Ow. Ow. He got his neck compressed on that shot from his own man, unfortunately. We are going to have an injury timeout after that one. 2nd and 3 when we come back. 5:13 left on the clock. And we might be, this might be an extended one. Yeah, it looks like a pretty severe neck injury, unfortunately. You're probably going to have to bring out the board. Yeah, it sucks. Noah Sewell, not a superstar, but, kid playing well in TJ Edwards' absence. And now goes out due to friendly fire, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. Jeez. I'm having like an allergy issue or something going on here, man. I don't know what's going on. Ugh, all right. We are at an injury timeout after Noah Sewell took friendly fire. Looks like a neck injury, unfortunately. Oh, let's see here. Anything new on the Twitter machine? Noah Sewell shaken up after the short pass. You don't say. Fourth and one pass for Romadunze. Probably should have been picked off, but wasn't. Yeah, it probably should have been. Roshan Johnson spotted in the backfield. Yep. Got himself one carry, and I saw him on at least one more snap. And now I know for sure I didn't see him on the field prior to today because I know I have not seen that Guardian cap on the field. That kind of stands out. So if he's a guy wearing a Guardian cap, I would have noticed that. You know, like Romeo Dobbs out there with the Guardian cap, you know, that bright yellow thing on his head. You notice that thing. All right, Noah Sewell walking off under his own power, so that's good news. 2nd and 3. Clock is ticking. 5:05, 5:04, 5:03, 5:02. Commanders getting ready to run this 2nd down and 3 play from their own 38-yard line. Jaden Daniels is under center. He's got Krosky Merritt behind him. Turns and hands it off, and that's going to go for enough for a first down. That'll be a 3-yard gain on 2nd and 3. Just enough to make it 1st and 10. 4:38, 4:37, 4:36 left to go in this first half. Six carries, 17 yards for Krosky Merritt. Limited action. Does have a fumble that he lost earlier in the game, leading directly to a Bears touchdown. Bears have 85 rushing yards on the game so far. That's good to see. All right, Jaden takes the snap, hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who's going to have about 11 yards on that first down carry. Bears run defense looking porous as ever, and Washington seems to be figuring that out now. 4:02, 4:01, 4 minutes left to go in this first half. Krosky Merritt with an easy 11, 12-yard gain up the right side on that first down carry, bringing up the next Washington first down. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Bears. Jaden in the shotgun. Got a lot of tight ends on the field there. Hands it off to Krosky Merritt once again. Takes it up the right side, and this time he will be brought down after a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 incoming. TJ Edwards on the tackle. Bill. It's Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, and they call him Bill, apparently. 2nd down and 8, 3:03, 3:02, 3:01 left to play in his first half. Jaden in the shotgun, got 2 tight ends to his left, receiver to his right. Krosky Merritt behind him, fakes the handoff, plenty of time to throw, rolling out to his right, and there's going to be minor pressure. He will go out of bounds after a very short gain. It will be 3rd down and about 7 incoming. Deebo Samuel wearing his Bill shirt. Pre-game warm-ups. All right, 3rd down and 8, they're calling it. Ball is at the 45-yard line of the Bears. Jaden Daniels in the shotgun. Got 2 wideouts to his left, 1 to his right. Takes the shotgun snap, looking to his left, throws it over the middle. That's going to be completed to Zach Ertz. Needed 8, gained about 10 on that 3rd down play. 1st and 10, and the 2-minute warning incoming. 2-minute warning indeed. Commanders playing like they were going to get another snap off there. Don't even think they really had an opportunity to do it if they wanted to. But hey, you can always try. That is the 2-minute warning. Bears still up 13-7. Commanders driving. Bears managed to come away with a couple of takeaways on the first two Washington drives. Washington scoring a touchdown on their third drive. This is now their fourth offensive drive, and they are moving the ball well once again. Commanders have actually had no trouble moving the ball at all. It was just the turnovers that stopped them the first couple of times. But otherwise, their offense has not really had any trouble moving the ball. It's just hanging on to it right now. All right. Anyways, welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like the stream, subscribe to the channel, share the stream. That would be wonderful. We are here all evening, or at least until this thing gets out of hand. Now, I am not about to call it quits early, but I will say that Detroit game definitely tested my patience earlier this year. Definitely tested my will to stream. But we are waiting for the break to be over. We are at 2-minute warning. Commanders driving. Up. Bears up 13-7. Scoring 10 points off of Washington takeaways so far. The touchdown drive that the Commanders had was extended by Bears penalties a couple of times, unfortunately. And then the Bears on their last drive were moving the ball reasonably well until they got stopped on 4th and 1. Got a mosquito in here. Go away. All-State halftime report. Boomer's fastest minutes. I can do the big-voiced guy, too. This summer's big money-making blockbuster. All right, Jaden's in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. Throws it out to his left. That's Deebo Samuel, who is going to be brought down about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, bringing up 2nd and 12. 150, 149, 148 left to go in this first half. Bears with all 3 of their timeouts. Commanders with 2. Ball is at the 37-yard line of Chicago. Jaden's in the shotgun. He's got trips to his right. And Krosky Merritt lined up behind that is not Krosky Merritt. That's the backup. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, throws it over the middle. That's going to be complete to Zach Ertz for a gain of about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd down. It'll be about 3rd down and 9. And a timeout will be called. Who is calling it? Looks like the Bears are using their first timeout, stopping the clock with 1:19 left to go. Hoping that maybe they can get some points before the end of the half here, because the Commanders will be taking the second half kick. 1:20 left to go in this first half. 3rd and 9. Commanders in Bears territory right now. Ball, I believe, around the 36, 35-yard line. They got it on the 34 is where it's spotted. Jaden in the shotgun, empty backfield, takes a snap, looking right. He's going to throw it out to his right. He's going to have a man that is his running back, who is going to be brought down for about a 3-yard gain. 4th down incoming. That was the backup running back, Chris Rodriguez. No, that was Jeremy McNichols. Excuse me. I think I've been getting that one wrong several times so far, but that was the backup running back, Jeremy McNichols, on that 3rd down catch. comes up with only 2 yards on the gain. Bears use their second timeout, stopping the clock at 1:14. I imagine that the Commanders would probably go for the field goal at this point. Yes, Jaden Daniels is on the sideline. So it looks like the Commanders will attempt a field goal, and the Bears will get the ball back with a little bit of time and one timeout left before the half. You try to get something going before the Commanders get the kickoff to start the second half. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. If you are here, I imagine it's because you do not wish to listen to Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, who are gracing my screen right now. Niners kicker Matt Gay in to kick the field goal for the Commanders. Kick is up, and it is off the upright and no good on the 50-yard attempt from Matt Gay. He doinked it, and the Bears will take over from the spot of that kick. That was what, a 50-yard attempt, it said? So that means the Bears will be taking over at their own 40-yard line. Yep. He pulled that one a little bit, and he doinked it off the left uprights. And trust me, the Bears fans know how a doink feels in this town. Bears sideline loves it. Matt Gay, that guy used to be money just a few years ago. I remember I had that guy in my fantasy team. He was money every week. But all right, Caleb in the shotgun, ball at the 40. Bears with a $110 to work with and one timeout. 4 receivers. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, looking to his right, throws it, and he's going to have DJ Moore, but he does not come down with it. And that will be 2nd down and 10. Bears need to be careful here. You don't want to give the ball right back to the Commanders with enough time plus their 2 timeouts left to go. That could be a problem too. I'd like to see the Bears run a successful running back screenplay for once. We never see too many of those. All right, Caleb's got 3 wideouts and a tight end. DeAndre Swift lined up next to him. He's in the shotgun, of course. Takes the shotgun snap. He's looking left, throws it out. He's got his man Colston Loveland, who will be brought down inbounds after a gain of about 6. It is going to be 3rd and 4. Clock is at 53 seconds, 52, 51, 50. And now Caleb's slowing it up a little bit. Ball is at the 45-yard line of Chicago. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to his right, 1 to his left. Takes a shotgun snap. He's surveying, and he's going to be, he was getting hit in the backfield. He manages to get away and does not get rid of the football and takes a shot. Caleb talking to the ref, he wants a penalty, but the unfortunate part is that he was well outside of the pocket, and they can rough you up all they want at that point. He did an amazing job escaping the first rusher, but then did not get rid of the football, and then ultimately took a face mask to face mask shot. What they should have got was the man who brought him down standing over him is what they should have got him for. That's what it should have been. It is indeed now 4th and 12. There are only 24 seconds left on this clock. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Caleb not happy about that hit, but I'll tell you, the hit was legal. The only thing was the standing over him after the fact that I would have maybe called. That was Frankie Louvu. He should have had a pick on the last drive. Manages to put the hit on Caleb on this drive. 24 seconds left, 4th and 12, and I believe the Bears will be punting it away here. They are nowhere near field goal range. 25 seconds left now on the clock. Torrey Taylor in to kick it away. Jalen Lane back to receive. Commander's going to try and block this one. Kick is up and away. It's a short one. And it just goes rolling, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 8 or 7 yard line of the Commanders. So actually a very nice kick by Torrey Taylor. Looked like he was under pressure. Had trouble getting that a one way, but ends up being a good kick and leaves the Commanders pinned inside their own 10 with only about 19 seconds left to go in the first half. One timeout remaining. So while the Bears did not get points, they at least minimized the damage before the half. The score remains 13-7. Commanders had a chance to make it 13-10, but unfortunately doinked the field goal. And the Commanders will just take the knee and take it into halftime. With the Bears leading 13-7, Commanders will get the second half kickoff. Good times, good times. I'm going to take a momentary break. I shall be right back. I suppose I could switch over to the other game, but I'm not going to do that right now. So we're just going to hang out here for now. Got the halftime show on. And maybe we look over some stats here. See what we got going on. Excuse me. NFL.com. Might as well just make it my homepage during half the year. Spend enough time on it, right? Let's see. We shall accepto. Bears at Commanders. Halftime. Stats. What do we got here? Caleb Williams is 10 of 17 for 85 yards. And a rushing touchdown. He was sacked, unfortunately, on that. Oh, wait, that wasn't the last drive. Well, that was the last drive because he got smashed in the face, unfortunately, by Frankie Louvu. DeAndre Swift, 7 carries for 54 yards. Kyle Monangai, 2 for 10. Roshan Johnson was first carry of the year, 1 for 6. DJ Moore, 1 for 6. Caleb Williams, 2 for 5, plus a touchdown. And Zacchaeus has 1 for 4. Receiving, DJ Moore leads the way, 3 for 42. And a bunch of other guys with 1. Luther Burden with 2 for 5. But 10 catches for 85 yards. So, I mean, definitely want to see a little more out of the offense here. How many Bears have 14 carries for 85 yards in the first half, which, I mean, it was good at first, but then they basically stopped running the ball all of a sudden. Oops. All right, let's see. Commander stats. Jaden Daniels, 10 of 11 for 74 yards. Damn near perfect. However, he does have the one incompletion is an interception. He does have a touchdown pass. He's been sacked twice so far. Krosky Merritt has only 8 carries for 30 yards. Does have the 1 fumble lost. And then a host of 3 other Commanders have 6 carries for 16 yards. Chris Moore leads the way, three catches for 46 yards and a touchdown. Zach Ertz has 3 for 17. And then another 11 yards worth of receiving between 3 other players. So not a ton of offense blowing the skirts up right now. But who knows? Sure, we'll see a little bit more action in this second half upcoming here. All right, again, we are just at halftime. Bears leading 13-7. Not a whole lot of impressive offensive stats to look at right now. We just pulled those up. Let's see if we saw Noah Sewell go to the locker room during the end of the first half there. Let's see if there's a update on that. Last update we had is Noah Sewell out of the medical tent and headed to the locker room. Beyond that, we have no further updates right now. Bears offense not looking terrible, but have been unable to close out all their drives once they get inside Washington territory. Definitely need to start working on that a little bit. Hopefully Ben Johnson's working on those second half adjustments right now. I know they say there's not a lot you can do in the second half to adjust, but trust me, there's things you can do in the second half to adjust. I've seen it happen. Usually it's the team the Bears are playing making those adjustments and absolutely beating the crap out of my team. But hopefully that will not be the case today. Baker Mayfield, front runner for MVP in my opinion right now. The Bake Show. I think I might put the Buccaneers at number 1 this week too. Everybody else at the top of the list lost. Lions lost. Eagles lost. Bills lost. I ain't putting the Chiefs back at the top just yet. I mean, hell, I kicked them off the list last week. I was not happy about their performances. We'll see. Maybe I'll put them back on this week, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Panthers over the Cowboys. Are the Panthers not dog Duke? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. Got just under 5 minutes remaining in halftime. And then we shall be back for the third quarter. All right. I shall return. I will be back momentarily. All right, all right, all right. We are back just moments away from kicking off this second half. Here's the retro NFL films. You may not use our broadcast for this, that, and the other. Now we're going to get some first half highlights. Before you know it, we'll be kicking it away to the Commanders to start off this second half. Welcome in to those of you joining me. Thank you. I am glad to see you here. If you want to interact in the chat, I would be more than happy to interact with you guys. Otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy my commentary. And we are just about ready to kick this thing away to start the second half. Here we have Hall of Famer Troy Aikman alongside Hair Plugs. I'm sorry, Joe Buck. I mean, he self-admittedly is addicted to hair plugs. There's a whole interview about it online and everything. You can go look it up after the game if you want. But he is literally addicted to hair plugs. I mean, I suppose I could benefit from a few myself, but no thanks. I've been bald more than half my life at this point. All right, we are kicking this away. Jake Moody with the ball in the air. That will be taken in at about the 4-yard line. Return across the 20, the 25, the 30, and that is not very good for the Bears. He gets tripped up and brought down at the 40-yard line. That is Luke McCaffrey on the return. And Jaden Daniels and company will have a very good field position to start the second half. I'm going to hear what the coach has to say. Coach looked kind of nervous in that interaction, but he didn't drop anything earth-shattering in that. So anyways, here we are, 14:53 left to go in this third quarter. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, throws it out to his right. That is his man, Zach Ertz, who's going to have about a 9-yard gain on first down. Second down and short incoming, 14:42, 14:41, 14:40 left to go in this third quarter. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. We are just getting this second half underway with a first down play by Jaden Daniels, completing to Zach Ertz. The ball is at the 49-yard line. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, turns and hands it off. That is his running back, who I've already forgotten his name, Krosky Merritt, who I've already said his name at least a dozen times tonight, so you'd think I'd remember it by this point. But he is going to have a first down after carrying it across midfield and into Bears territory. 14:02, 14:01, 14 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Bears giving up a good field position to start this game this half on special teams. And the Commanders already have it at the 44-yard line. Daniels in the shotgun, takes the snap, surveying, throws it to the left, and that is going to be broken up by Nashawn Wright, who finally makes a positive play in this game. Because up until this point, he was all bad in the first half, unfortunately. Second and 10 incoming, 13:39 left to go in this third quarter. Noah Sewell has been ruled out with a concussion, which is not surprising as he got slammed by his own man on that tackle of Krosky Merritt in the second quarter. Jane Daniels in the shotgun, second down and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. He takes a snap, fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of time to survey, but then he is getting chased out of the pocket and has to escape. He gets across the first down, and he has got about a 15-yard gain on the scramble. 13:29, 13:28, 13:27 left to go in this third quarter. And another first down for these Commanders. Bears had some pressure, managed to get into the backfield, but then Daniels just eludes as the two pass rushers trip over each other. Unfortunately, that was Montez Sweat, and he was knocked over by his own man. That was big Andrew Billings in there. First down and 10, ball at the 29-yard line. Daniels in the shotgun. Turns, hands it off to his running back. That is Krosky Barrett, who is going to have about 3 yards on that first down carry. Brought down by TJ Edwards on that carry. Jaden Daniels with a ton of scramble yardage already this year, 664 yards. Oh, that's career. My bad. I was going to say that's just this this year. That's a lot of scramble yards already through only 6 games. But anyways, second down and 6, 12-21, 12-20, 12-19. Daniels lined up in the shotgun. He's got Krosky Merritt lined up next to him, sends Zach Ertz in motion. Takes the shotgun snap, looking left, has to get rid of it because the pocket's closing on him. Gets rid of it deep, and there is nobody there. He was still in the pocket, and I don't see a receiver in the area. I would call that grounding. He's trying to point to someone. There was nobody down that far. I mean, come on. It's got to be reasonable. Yep, they dropped the flag. Intentional grounding. There was nobody in the area. I mean, come on. Yeah, he threw it in the direction of a receiver, but he threw it about 20 yards over his head. That's definitely a flag. Thank you. All right. So that will bring up third and very long for Jaden Daniels and these Commanders. See if these Bears can come up with a stop. If they haven't gotten a turnover, they really haven't been able to stop the Commanders so far. 12:07 left to go. That will bring up third and 16 for these Commanders. Cliff Kingsbury getting his play call in. Not so much success as a head coach in Arizona. He started out every season typically good, and then they would drop off, but he's had a much better career so far as a play caller in Washington. Ball is at the 35-yard line of Chicago. Third 16. Jaden Daniels is in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's got plenty of time to survey, throws it over the middle, and that's going to be dropped by his running back. That is Jeremy McNichols. That brings up fourth down and 16, and it looks like the Commanders will attempt a long field goal. Although that might be a bad idea because Matt Gay missed the 50-yarder right before the half, doinking it off the upright, and this one would be an even longer one, I believe. They are lining Matt Gay up for the field goal. He missed from 50 earlier. This is going to be a 53-yard attempt. 12:03 on the clock. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and this one looks like it is going to be through. It indeed is. And the Commanders close the lead to 13-10 for our Chicago Bears. And Caleb and company will be receiving the kickoff when we come back from the commercial break. So it is true, unless the Bears force a turnover, they have not been able to stop these Commanders tonight. Got turnovers on the first 2 drives. And then they were lucky enough to have a field goal get doinked in the second quarter. But you have the lead on the road, and you need to extend it. Let's get some offensive football going. And that was the opening drive of the half, so let's see what kind of adjustments the Bears have managed to make on offense. I would imagine that Ben Johnson has the brain going. He's got the mental chalkboard working. We're going to see some action here. We did see Noah Sewell is out for the rest of the game. That's unfortunate because we knew that the Commanders were going to have a run-heavy attack. I mean, it hasn't been too crazy, but they wanted to have all 3 of those linebackers in there at certain times to defend against the run because they haven't been very good at doing that. Matt Gay misses from 50, makes it from 53. And that's where we stand, is 13-10 Bears right now. All right. 11:59 left to go in this third quarter. Commanders getting ready to kick it away. Ball is up in the air. Will be fielded at the 4-yard line. That is Duvernay on the return. He's going to be across the 25 and down at the 27-yard line where he's brought down. There is a flag on the play, and we got a little extracurriculars after the play as well. Looks like we're going to have an illegal block in the back by the Bears, and that's going to push them back on this return. Could be illegal use of the hands, but from what the ref was signaling, I'm guessing that was an illegal block in the back. It is indeed what it was. Dominique Robinson, the guilty party. And that will bring the Bears back, and I guess probably around their own 20-ish. All right, Caleb takes the under center snap, is rolling out to his right, throws it downfield, and he's looking for Cole Kmet, but that is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 incoming. Sorry for the truncated call there, but they were busy showing us Caleb's high school. I didn't really feel like calling any of that. And then when they cut back, Caleb was already rolling out to his right. 2nd down and 10, 11:48 left on the clock. Bears are at their own 15-yard line because of that penalty early. We have a screen pass to Kyle Monungai, who is not going to gain but more than a yard, and that is 3rd down incoming. And there is another flag on the play. Check that. Seems like most of the laundry has been against the Bears today. We have illegal contact on the defense. That is going to be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. Finally, a little laundry being thrown in the Bears' favor, not flavor. That is San Ristil with a little illegal contact on Zacchaeus. I think they may have gotten the number wrong there. It didn't really look like anything there. But then again, half the penalties called against the Bears haven't really been anything either. So, all right, Caleb under center, sends Zacchaeus in motion, turns, and he hands it off to, that's Kyle Monungai, who's carrying it up the left side, and he's going to have a gain of about 6 on the 1st down carry. 11:25, 11:24, 11:23 left to go in this third quarter. It's funny, there's been periods where I have to keep up, and then there's periods where I'm just like, something happened, please. Caleb under center, he's got the I formation behind him. Zacchaeus in motion, turns, fakes the handoff, surveying, got plenty of time, throws it over to his right. That's going to be Roma Dunze, who's got plenty for a 1st down, carries it, and he's almost up to midfield after an excellent gain on the 2nd and short play. That looks to be a gain of about 25 on that 2nd down play. Yeah, about 23 yards on that 2nd down play. Very nice gain. Hits Adunze in stride. Turns it upfield. And it takes about 4 Commanders to bring him down. Ball is at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, 10:25, 10:24. Caleb under center. He's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He's got two receivers to his left. He turns, fakes the handoff to Monungai. He's got plenty of time to throw, throws it over the middle, and he hits Luther Burden, who's got room to run, and he is going to be across the 20, well into the red zone, brought down out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Excellent gain by the young rookie Luther Burden the third. Let's take another look at that one. Luther Burden starting in the slot on the left side, comes across the field. Caleb banging it right in stride. Luther then makes a man miss, cuts it upfield, and gains another 15 after the catch. I mean, excellent gain. Nice one, young man. He looks really good with the ball in his hands. He really does. Yeah, that Dallas game was amazing for him. So you get him in space, he can be dangerous. Ball at the 15. Caleb under center, turns and pitches it to Kyle Monungai, who's going to bring it up the middle, cuts it to the right, and gains about 5 yards on the first down carry. Ball it will be at the 10-yard line and second down and 5. 9:22, 9:21, 9:20 left to go in this third quarter. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. We are in the mid-third quarter here. Bears at the 10-yard line, threatening to score. Hopefully managing to come through on that threat. Ball is at the 11-yard line. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, throws it over the middle. Oh, and that was almost picked off. And that was Mike Sanristil, number 0. Tight coverage of Cole Kmet on that play. Definitely knew where Caleb was going to go on that one. Almost had it. He was looking for Colston Loveland, on that play. And it was honestly through both players' hands. The ball would have been on the money had the linebacker not been in the way. The cornerback. Sanristil is a DB. All right, 8:58 left to go. It is 3rd and 6, ball at the 11. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts to his left. He's looking left, and he is just going to throw it up for Roma Dunze. Comes down with it. That's going to be a touchdown, but there's a flag on the play. Oh, come on. Come on. Illegal formation on the Bears. That's unfortunate. 3rd and 11. Touchdown off the board because of the illegal formation. The receiver was not off the ball. Or no, the tackle was not covered. That's the problem. The receiver closest to the tackle needs to be covering him. He's got to be like more up on the line than the tackle. And he wasn't, unfortunately. So. All right, try that again. 3rd and 11, ball at the 16. Caleb takes a shotgun snap. He's looking to his right, looking to the middle, and he's going to have to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be brought down at the 24-yard line, sacked on the play. That will bring up 4th down, and the Bears will have to attempt a field goal. That's unfortunate. Touchdown taken off the board by the illegal formation. Now, hopefully you still come away with some points here. But, yeah. That's unfortunate. Hopefully you can at least come away with 3. We will see. 8:12, 8:11, 8:10 left to go on the clock. Snap spot. The kick is up. And Jake Moody so far is perfect in his debut as a Bear. It is now 16-10. Bears have re-extended their lead to 6 points. 8:05 left to go in this third quarter. Caleb looking upset, and he should be. Was not the best sequence. Bears have had drives stall multiple times in Washington territory. The only touchdown they've scored was because they started deep in Washington territory after a Krosky Merritt fumble. But Bears still out on top, 16-10. It is not a comfortable lead, that is for certain, but it is a lead on the road nonetheless. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. We will be here for the rest of the evening and for the rest of the football season, of course, bringing you all the Bears games, as well as certain other primetime or interesting matchups. Last night we did the Lions at the Chiefs matchup. A little bit of high drama once the game was over. Right now, I'm just hoping for no high drama for my Bears. I want to have a nice little comfortable victory. Maybe a little excitement towards the end might be nice, but ultimately, I don't want to be stressed. Come on. I will say a close game certainly keeps me engaged. Because if it's not a close game, that's when I just start falling asleep for these late ones. We are almost 2 hours into our stream, midway through the third quarter-ish. Bears have extended their lead 16-10 and will be kicking it away to the Commanders as soon as we get back from this break. All right, they're showing us what happened on that last play that had the illegal formation. Oh, they're blaming the tackle? They're saying the tackle was too far off the line. Well, that's unfortunate because that was a beautiful catch by Odunze. Wasted effort taking it off the board. Man, really was a beautiful catch. Oh, well. 8:05 left to go in this third quarter. Bears getting ready to kick it away to the Commanders. Let's hope special teams can, maybe stop letting them start on their own 35, 40-yard line. That would be nice. Moody kicking it away. Ball will be fielded at the 5-yard line. It is Luke McCaffrey once again on the returns. Got plenty of room to run. He's going to be out across the 35. That's the 40 and taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And there is a flag on the play. But as it stands right now, each starting position keeps getting worse and worse right now for our Bears defense. But there is a flag. Let's see where this goes. During the return, personal foul on the receiving team. So that is definitely coming back. That is Jordan McGee. What did he do to earn himself a personal foul flag? Oh, illegal cutback block on Roshan Johnson wearing his Guardian cap. Stands out like a sore thumb with that Guardian cap. That's why I knew that guy definitely did not take a snap before today. All right, 7:57 left to go. Commanders not starting in such great field position, at least compared to what they had. They are at their own 16-yard line. Jaden takes a shotgun snap, turns and hands it off to Krosky. Merritt gets tripped up behind the line, but ultimately is going to get an 8-yard gain on the first down carry. 2nd down and 2 incoming. 7:45, 7:44, 7:43 left to go in this third quarter. Yep. Big 96 had a hold of his right leg for a second there, but was unable to hang on and turn that from a 2-yard gain to an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2, Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 tight ends in there. Turns and hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who is going to be brought down just across the first down marker. It will be 1st and 10 for the Commanders at about the 26-yard line. Showing us a little bit of the work that Krosky Merritt's been putting in tonight. I mean, yeah, he juked Big Andrew Billings. I mean, I could juke Big Andrew Billings. Come on now. All right. Shotgun snap. Jaden fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of time to survey, and then he's going to break out of the pocket, takes it up the middle, breaks out to the right. He's got the first down and more, and goes out of bounds into Bears. Well, I don't know if that's in Bears territory. Definitely at midfield at the least. But that was an excellent scramble by Jaden Daniels. Let's see. Bears definitely had coverage downfield. But then Jaden Daniels goes and makes a man miss. He's going to be forced out. That looks like about the 45-yard line. That is where the ball is spotted. First and 10, 6:01, 6 minutes, 5:59 left to go in this third quarter. Jaden takes a snap, turns and hands it off to Deebo Samuel, who will be brought down for about a 1-yard loss. A little bit of trickeration moving Deebo Samuel into the backfield and then handing it off to him. Again, not a big fan of these wide receivers, being run like running backs. It's not what they do. It's not their thing. I know Debo's kind of a different guy, but he's getting older now. You can't keep doing that to him. 5:27, 5:26, 5:25 left to go. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his right, 1 tight end to his left. Takes the snap. Bears are bringing some blitz, and the ball is complete. That's going to be about a 9-yard gain on 2nd and 11. Bringing up 3rd down and short. Deebo Samuel looks upset for some reason. I mean, dude, you gained 9 yards on 2nd down. I don't know what you'd be upset about. Maybe he thought he could break that one. But yeah, Bears brought 6 on that one, and Deebo upset that he let Nick McLeod bring him down on that play, as far as about what I can tell. Good tackle by Nick McLeod on that play. That's the 4th corner right now, I think. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 47-yard line of the Bears. Jaden in the shotgun. He takes the snap, looking left. He throws it left, and that is going to be over the head of his intended target. I believe that is Chris Moore. Went through his hands. Definitely had a chance at it, but through the hands. And now the Commanders will have to go for it on 4th down. It is 4th and 2. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this third quarter. The ball at the Chicago 47-yard line. Defense needs to get a stop here, because this will be some excellent starting position for the Bears offense that has had a little bit of stagnation issues. All right, Jaden in the shotgun takes the snap. He's serving, throws it to his left, and that is going to be complete to a 1st down. That is the backup running back, Jeremy McNichols, on the reception. 1st down, Commanders, driving in well into Bears territory now. 4:11, 4:10, 4:09 left to go in this third quarter. I don't know if there was a miscommunication on that one, but you had a defensive end running all the way out to the sideline to try and cover a running back there, and that is definitely not going to work out for you. 1st and 10, Jaden in the shotgun, turns and pitches it. That is Krosky Merritt, and he is going to be brought down for a very short gain on that 1st down carry. 2nd down incoming. 3:36, 3:35, 3:34 left to go in this third quarter. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. We are watching the Commanders try to take the lead at this point. Bears have had 1 chance to stop them on 4th down already on this drive. Bears unable to really get a stop unless they get a takeaway. And the only other drive that did not result in Commanders points was a doink in the 1st half. Jaden in the shotgun, 2nd down and 9. Fakes the handoff, and he fakes the throw. He's going to throw it to his left side, and he's got a man wide open. There's nobody out there covering Luke McCaffrey, and is just going to take it in for a touchdown. What the heck happened on that coverage? There was nobody over there. Luke McCaffrey was standing all alone on the left side of the field. Way too easy. Dennis Allen is going to be on someone after that one. 9 plays, 84 yards, 5:09 taken off the clock on the Commanders' touchdown drive. And let's see what happened. Nashawn Wright and Jaquan Brisker both cover in the flat, and nobody takes the man deep. The extra point is through, and the Commanders take a 1-point lead, but there is a flag now on the play. See what the laundry is about. Whatever it was on the Bears. It was declined, and the extra point counts. And the Commanders have taken their first lead of this game. They lead it by 17-16, with 2:56 left to go in this third quarter. I don't like it, but hey, it's not the worst thing in the world. They're hanging in there so far. On the road, hostile environment, bad juju on your back from last year. You knew it was going to be a fight. It's going to be a tough game. So right now, down by 1, getting the ball back. Not a bad position to be in right now. But this offense needs to get it moving. They've had no problem getting across midfield, but then once they get on the Commander side of the field, they've been stagnating. It is touchdown time, gentlemen. And I still think they should have gone for 2 earlier, because that would have put them at 14. And they would actually still be, well, it would be tied right now had they done that. It'd be 17-all had they gone for 2. Had they made the 2-point conversion. That's the other thing, is that they actually got to make it. You can't just go for it. You actually got to make it. Rams and Jaguars in London next week, huh? Boy, was that London game this week a suck, huh? 13-11. Broncos giving up a safety, ultimately getting a win, but man, was that an ugly game. Hopefully I'll be significantly caffeinated for the rest of this game. Well, showing us Josh Allen here. Uh-oh, he got picked off. And the Falcons. Is that a final? 24-14? No, there's 41 seconds left. Not a final, but it might as well be, it looks like. Back to our game. The kick is up and away. And that one bounces, and the Bears will take it in around the 8-yard line. And the returner, Devin Duvernay, is going to be brought down around the 22 or the 23. And now the Commanders are saying that they have the football. I did not see it come out. But then again, I did not see it come out the last time either. Cannot see who has the football here. But the Commanders are saying they have it. Refs pulling the pile apart. And they're signaling Bears ball. Commander clearly came out of the pile with the ball. I would almost have to say he was down by contact based on that look. I mean, the ball definitely starting to come out, but he still has possession and his knee is down. They were trying, but no, it looked like he still had possession. All right, first down and 10. Bears around their own 22-yard line. Not great starting position. There you got it at 23. 2:52 left to go in his third quarter. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got Manungai lined up next to him. DJ or DeAndre, no, it's DJ Moore coming in the backfield, taking the handoff, and he's going to have a gain of about 4, maybe 5 on that first down carry. Not a great looking carry on that play. You're just kind of falling forward. But hey, if you fall forward for 5 yards, you kind of take that every down. Second down and 6. Clock is at 2:26, 2:25, 2:24, 2:23. Getting to the line with only 10 seconds on the play clock, gentlemen. Caleb under center. He's got trips to his left. Turns and he hands it off. That is DeAndre Swift, who has had plenty of room to run, but then takes a hard hit. But he does get brought down around the 40-yard line, and that is a first down. He ran real hard on that one, but then got hit real hard on that carry. So be careful when you shoot yourself out of a cannon, because sometimes you hit a brick wall when you do that. Let's see. Was that a helmet to helmet? No, it wasn't helmet to helmet. It was a helmet to shoulder shot, though. Caleb under center sends a Dunze in motion. We got some end around action, and he's just going to pitch it off to Manungai, who's going to be across the first down marker. A lot more room to run, and that's going to be well into Washington territory. Brought down, looks like across the 35-yard line. 122, 121, 120 left to go in this third quarter. Bears definitely moving at the moment. First and 10 in Washington territory. There was a lot of action in the backfield here. Ultimately, it was just a dump off pass to Manungai in the flat, who had a convoy out front. I mean, that was a hat on a hat. And had he made the right cut, he probably could have taken it to the house. 57, 56, 55 seconds left to go in this third quarter. DJ Moore is on the sideline, not looking like he's feeling it right now, feeling in some pain. Caleb takes a snap under center, and he's going to step up in the pocket. And he tries to get it to his man Zacchaeus on the sideline, but is unable to come down with it. Second and 10 incoming. The throw was a little hot. DJ Moore coming back onto the field, but he definitely looks like he's got a bit of a limp to him. Maybe sit out another play or so. I don't want to see you get hurt on a play because you're not 100% at the moment. Yeah, throw was high and hot for Zacchaeus. Didn't have really a real chance at it. And even if he did, he would have come down out of bounds with it, most likely. Second down and 10. Ball is at the Washington 34-yard line. Bears need to get this drive moving forward again. Cannot have a stagnation. Short pass out to Burden in space, who is going to be close to a first down. There's going to be a gain of about 9 yards on that second down pass. That guy looks like he's got lightning in the bottle. Just want to see him unleash it. Third down and 1, and that probably was the last play of the third quarter. Let's see here. Yep, just that quick little bubble screen out to the right side. Burden comes away with it. Had a convoy in front of him. 10 seconds left on the clock. Bears are looking like they're going to run another snap, but I would be surprised if they actually snap the ball here. They do snap the ball. It almost goes over Caleb's head, and he's going to be sacked. They should have just fucking sat on the thing and let it go to the fourth quarter. Jesus. Oh, my God. Caleb's lucky that he at least got a handle on that snap. So it's going to be what? It's going to be what? Third down or fourth down? I think it's going to be third down when we come back from the commercial here. But that is the end of the third quarter. Commanders leading by 1, 17-16. Bears are in Commanders territory, but once again, the drive seems to be stagnating as it has been so far. Looks like they're going to have another shot at it. I am going to be right back. All right, getting ready to start this fourth quarter. They're going to show us what happened on the last play. Snap was almost over Caleb's shoulder. Lucky he even got a handle on it. And Ben Johnson definitely don't like it. He's feeling how I'm feeling. At least I know me and Ben Johnson are at least watching the same games. That I do know. Looks like this is going to be fourth down here, huh? Yep, 4th and 6. Field goal unit is on the field. Jake Moody trying to make it 4 for 4 on the night. And hopefully I didn't just jinx him. Knocking on wood. 48-yard attempt for Jake Moody to start out this fourth quarter. The snap, the spot, the kick is blocked. Blocked. So the Commanders maintain their 1-point lead and they get the ball in great field position. 14:55 left to go in this fourth quarter. And Caleb Williams is looking like he's going to be in his feelings again on the sideline. You need to stop with those faces. Oh, yeah. Look like 2 Commanders got through the line on that one. Jeez. Yeah, there was no chance on that one. Low trajectory and 2 Commanders breaking through the line. That one did not have a chance. So, all right. Commanders taking over. Ball at their own 37-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. Turns, hands it off. And that is going to be about a 2, maybe 3-yard gain for Krosky Merritt on that first down carry. 14:45, 14:44, 14:43 left to go in this game. 2nd and 7 incoming for the Commanders. Ball will be at their own 40-yard line. Ball is at the 40. Jaden in the shotgun, drops back, takes it up there, gets it out to Ertz over the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 15. Crossing midfield, gain of about 17 on that catch by Zach Ertz. Jaquan Brisker trailing on that play. Next snap, throw out to Deebo Samuel in the flat, and that's going to be about a 3-yard gain on that first down play. Ball will be at the Chicago 44-yard line to start the second down. 13:35, 13:34, 13:33 left to go in this game. Deebo Samuel with his 4th catch, only 15 yards on those catches. Second down and 6. Ball at the 44 of Chicago. Jaden in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Krosky Merritt lined up next to him. Fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, and that is going to be Luke McCaffrey. There is, however, a flag on the play. Looks to be a first down by the Commanders at the moment, but the smirk on Jaden Daniels' face tells me it's going back. See what the refs have to say about it. It is not going back. It is offense or offsides on the defense and ineligible on the offense. So we will be replaying that down. So it is essentially coming back. Second down and 6 incoming, replaying the down after penalties offsetting by both teams. 13:01 left to go in the game. Commanders leading by 1. Ball at their Bears 44-yard line. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Krosky Merritt lined up next to him. Takes the snap, Surveying, looking over the middle, throwing to the right, and another flag on the play that is complete to his man that is Jalen Lane along the right hash sideline. There are more flags on the play. Is this going to be another defensive penalty? Looks like this might be against the Bears once again. Whatever the penalty was declined because the ball was obviously completed. Looks like it was a penalty against Tyreek Stevenson, who haven't really called his name at all tonight. I don't really see what the penalty would have been on him there. It's just a little bit of hand fighting. Yeah, maybe the flag must have been away from him. So, anyways, first and goal for the Commanders. They are up by 1. Ball is at the 7-yard line. Jaden takes a snap, turns, hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who will be stopped for no gain. Second down and goal incoming. 12:05, 12:04, 12:03 left to go in this game. Commanders threatening to go up and attempt to put this game out of reach. A touchdown and an extra point would make it an 8-point lead. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion would make it a 2-score game with 9. 11:43, 11:42, 11:41. Commanders trying to figure out their substitutions. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got trips to his left. Zach Ertz to his right. Krosky Merritt lined up next to him. Takes the shotgun snap, serving, looking over to the middle, and he is going to have Zach Ertz for a touchdown in the back of the end zone. And now the Commanders have a 7-point lead pending their decision on an extra point. A 2-point conversion would make it a 2-score game right now. Let's see what they decide to do. Looks like they are just going to go ahead and kick the extra points, which is an interesting decision. But then, of course, if you miss the 2-point conversion, you're only up by 7. So going up by 8, still solid. The snap, the spot, the kick is through, and the Commanders are up 24-16 with 11:27 left to go in the fourth quarter. Caleb and the Bears need to get an offensive drive going. They have been stagnating this entire game ever since their touchdown on a short field early in the first quarter. 24-16 Commanders. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. I shall be here for all the Bears games this season, as well as a few other games here and there. We did the Lions and Chiefs last night. Bears first, but the rest of the league second. We do love football around here. Bears offense has been stagnating throughout the second half. I mean, I don't believe they've put up a field goal so far in the second half. Went into halftime 13-7. Bears have managed 3 points throughout this entire second half, while the Commanders have figured out their offense, putting up 17 points in this second half so far. I should be well caffeinated to get through this game, unless, of course, it goes to overtime or something, which, God forbid. These late games are rough enough as it is. When they go to overtime, it makes it even worse. I am an early bird worker, unfortunately. Just waiting to come back from the commercial break after the Commanders touchdown. The touchdown pass to Zach Ertz in the back of the end zone from Jaden Daniels. 7 yards out. Oh, another doubleheader next Monday, huh? They got to stop with these doubleheaders. I paid zero attention to the Atlanta Buffalo game, which Atlanta won. I would have not have minded. I wouldn't have minded watching that. But of course, when there's a doubleheader going on and your team's playing one of them, you got to stick with it. Matt Gay puts the kick away. It will be fielded at the 3 by Devin Duvernay. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And Duvernay will be brought down around the 34-yard line. And there is another flag on the play. Check the laundry here. Caleb is 14 of 24 for 177 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. He has rushed for a touchdown. That, of course, coming on the short field after the turnover by Krosky Merritt early in the game. Checking the flag, looks like it is going to be against the Commanders for once. So Bears going to start out with a little bit of field position here. It was an illegal formation on the kick by the Commanders. It caused the penalty. So it looks like the Bears will be starting at the 40-yard line. Got a little bit of mist coming down there in Washington again. Landover, Maryland. 11:20 on the clock. Caleb takes a shotgun snap, turns and hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who goes up the middle and carries it for about 6 yards, fighting for every inch he could get on that play. 11:08, 11:07, 11:06 tonight. I say tonight's because they're talking about miscues tonight, but that was indeed how much time is left is in the game. 1 for 7 on third down. That is not getting us anywhere either. Ball is at the 45 of Chicago. 10:47, 10:46. Caleb under center, sends Olamide in motion, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right, and he's going to launch it deep. Looking for Rome Odunze, who had a chance at it, but was double covered, and the pass was ultimately broken up, bringing up 3rd and 4. 10:36 left to go in the game. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share. It is greatly appreciated as it does help out the channel. Yeah, Rome Odunze double covered, and he still had a chance at it, but it wasn't a good one. Caleb, if you're going to throw that one up, he's got to be one-on-one. All right, 3rd and 4. Only 4 seconds left on the play clock. I think they're going to have to call a timeout here. Nope, he does get the snap off, throws it over to his left, and that's going to be DeAndre Swift, who will have the pickup, and he's got room to go. He makes a man miss, and he takes it to the house. Touchdown, DeAndre Swift. On a simple check down, makes a man miss, and brings it all the way to the house, bringing the Bears within 2, 24-22. With 10:26 left to go in the fourth quarter, and I most certainly imagine that the Bears will be going for 2 on this. DJ Moore and Olamide Zaccheaus providing a little bit of screenage, even though it's kind of illegal. But then DeAndre Swift taking it down the sideline, making one man miss, does not step out of bounds, and manages to bring it to the house. Nice play by DeAndre Swift, picking it all up with his legs, and the Bears will indeed be going for 2. Caleb in the shotgun, directing some traffic down there, takes the snap. He's looking around, has to break out of the pocket. He's rolling to his right. He's got a chance, gets rid of it. Oh, and Zaccheaus is unable to come up with it, and the Bears will remain down by 2 as they end up having to kick it away to Washington. And Caleb looks like he may have been shaken up on that play. And Coach Johnson just walks by him unconcerned. That was an interesting look. 2:31. That was an interesting look right there. I probably shouldn't mess around. But Caleb looked like he was a bit shaken up on the sideline, and then Coach Johnson just kind of walked right by and paid him no mind. That was Is that Coach Johnson telling Caleb to toughen up, kid? I think that might be what I just been seeing right there. But anyways, Bears do score a touchdown. Nice pickup after the catch by DeAndre Swift. And they find themselves within 2 right now. But now what we need is a defensive stop, which we have not gotten very much of since the first half. A couple of takeaways in the first half. A doink by Matt Gay. But otherwise, I'm pretty sure the Commanders have scored just about every other possession they've had. Let's see here. Not a fan of Will Ferrell. Get him off the TV. Let's check in, see if Big Z has any more info. No, nothing special there. Oh man. The pressure unfortunately stopped that play because there was a couple of places he could have gone with that ball, but unfortunately he was under pressure. So this is referring to the 2-point conversion. Bears have done all pass plays since last year on 2-point conversions. All right, Jake Moody getting ready to kick this one away. Looks like the ball just blew off the tee there. Got to reset it. 10:26 left to go in this game. Is that Case Keenum giving Caleb the chat on the sideline there? 24-22 Washington. Washington about to take the kickoff. Moody kicks it away. Ball is in the air, will be taken at the 4-yard line by Luke McCaffrey once again, who has had a bunch of nice returns and looks like he's going to have another one across the 40. Why can the Bears not stop them somewhere behind the 35? Because that's where if you're going to give them the 40 every time, you might as well just kick it out the back of the end zone. And at least makes them start at the 35. Bears special teams. They were pretty big in the victory against the Raiders, but otherwise they've been pretty bad this year. Especially when we're talking kick coverage. That's more or less what I'm referring to right now. The kickers ain't been terrible, but the kick coverage has been awful. Jaden Daniels, 18 of 23, 3 touchdowns and a pick tonight. 1st and 10, ball at the 40. Jaden in the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Plenty of time to survey. Now he's going to break out of the pocket. He's looking, and he's going to be brought down for a short gain of about 3. Looked like he was indecisive as to what he wanted to do with the ball there as he broke away from the pocket, but picks up 3, 2nd down and 7, clock ticking 9:56, 9:55, 9:54 left in the 4th quarter of this game. Washington 24, Chicago 22. A little bit of mist coming down in Landover, Maryland. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Zach Ertz is in motion. Takes the shotgun snap. He's surveying, looking right, looking left, and he's under pressure. Escapes the pressure, breaks out to his right, and he scrambles, and he's going to have a gain of about 3 more yards on that 2nd down play. It will be 3rd down and 4 incoming. 9:20, 9:19, 9:18 left to go in the game. Like that may have been Dio Odebingo on the pressure that time. It'll be 3rd and 5, and it is more than missed. It is definitely raining in Landover. It's going to be sloppy to close out this game. Ball is at the Washington 45-yard line, 3rd and 5. Jaden in the shotgun. He's got an empty backfield, 4 wide receivers, and he's pressured. The ball is not going to be completed to Zach Ertz, and that will bring up 4th and 5. And of course, there is another flag on the play, and that is going to be the 3rd time that the Bears are going to be called for roughing the passer on Jaden Daniels. This is getting ridiculous, dude. This time it's on Jaquan Brisker. They're calling him for hitting him low, I believe. But Commanders' drives getting extended by Bears penalties, and that's 3 times that the Bears have been called for roughing the passer. He did hit him low in the back of the legs. And that is going to breathe new life into this drive and put the Commanders well into Bears territory as well. 1st and 10, 8:48 left on the clock. Ball at the Chicago 40-yard line. Jaden is in the shotgun, turns and hands it off to his running back, who will be brought down for no gain by TJ Edwards on that play. 2nd down and 10 incoming, 8:38, 8:37, 8:36 left on the clock. Bears had made the stop, but unfortunately the hit in the knees by Jaquan Brisker kept the drive alive for Washington. 2nd down and 10, Jaden in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, sends Debo in motion over to the right. Hands it on, though. He fakes the handoff, throws it over to his right, but looks like there was a miscommunication, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 with 8:10 left to play in this 4th quarter. Washington up 24-22. TJ Edwards out there covering Debo Samuel. Oh, the ball was tipped at the line, and that was Montez Sweat getting his big paw out there. Good job, Mr. Sweat. 3rd and 10. Ball is at the 39-yard line. Jaden is in the shotgun, got trips to his left, takes a snap, and the Bears are bringing the house, and there is pressure, and Jaden just has to get rid of it. There is definitely nobody in that area. It is now going to be 4th and 10, and I swear to God, if a flag comes out for roughing, I'm going to do something in Minecraft to someone. Had to think about what I was going to say there. Got to remember, this might be the internet, but it's still the real world. And you got to be careful about what you say, because words still matter, whether we like it or not. 8:04 left to go. 4th and 10. The Commanders will be punting it away, attempting to pin the Bears deep in their own territory. Tress Way has had a very quiet night. He's not had to do a lot of work. Gets the kick up as called for a fair catch, and that will be brought in at the 9-yard line by, I believe that was Duvernay. And the Bears will have a long field to work with, trying to take the lead against these Washington Commanders. 24-22, just under 8 minutes left to go in this game. Well, it's certainly not been a boring game tonight, that's for sure. It has been anything but. It has been close the entire game. And I guess except for that short time where the Bears were up 10-0, or what was it, 13-0 at one point? But the Commanders scored 17 unanswered after that. I suppose it wasn't 17 unanswered because the Bears did manage a field goal in the 3rd quarter. But that is all they managed in the 3rd quarter. It was a nice catch and run by DeAndre Swift on the touchdown play on that last drive. And now let's hope we can get a little bit more action. See what Ben Johnson can cook up for us on this drive. Get the lead back. It was Bears had the lead through 2.5 quarters. But that offense really has just been stagnating every time it crosses the 40-yard line of Washington. Oh, we don't need to see this replay right now. They're showing us the Hail Mary from last year. I don't want to relive that. Come on. No, I don't want to see that. Go away. Tyreek Stevenson. I mean, he's not having a bad game. I've only really seen him in a negative play once. Was on a touchdown play, unfortunately, but if I had to say he was having a bad game, if I said he was having a bad game, I'd be lying. Caleb under center sends a man in motion. He's going to turn, fake the handoff to Swift's got a man in his face, gets the ball out to Komet, who's got he's got about 10-yard, 11-yard gain, fighting for every last yard up the left side. Very nice gain by young Cole Komet. Well, he's not that young anymore, but I guess considered to me. And there's a flag on the field, of course. What's the laundry about now? Oh, it's offsides defense. The penalty will be declined. And it is indeed a Bears first down on that play. What happened before? Oh, what did he do? Grab the wrong helmet or something? Or did something happen with the communications device in the helmet? I know they're only allowed to have so many green dots down there. 7:49 left to go. Wait, it said offsides. I thought the penalty was against. Oh my God! It's 1st and 14. Bears backed up. I am totally confused as to what's going on out here. But anyways, it is 1st and 14. The ball is inside the Bears' own 5-yard line. Caleb sends a man in motion, turns, hands it off to Swift, who is going to be brought down. That is not Swift. That's Manungai. But he was stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and the Bears are going to be deep, deep, deep in their own territory on this second down play. But what the hell happened on first down where Cole Komet clearly had a first down catch? The flag was for offsides against Washington. That was the signal I saw. And then next thing I know, the Bears are 1st and 14 inside of their own 5. What did I miss? I'm going to have to start wearing an earpiece so I can hear what's going on this TV. Anyway, 2nd and 16. Bears are on their own 3. Caleb's dropping back in his own end zone, gets the ball out over the middle, and Zacchaeus cannot reel it in. That's going to bring up 3rd and 16. I swear. There's been multiple times during this game now tonight because I can't hear what's going on that apparently I'm missing stuff. But that ref clearly signaled offsides against the defense. So why we got backed up, I don't know. Let's get over it. 3rd and 16. Bears got the ball at their own 3-yard line. Caleb directing traffic. 3, 2, 1 on the play clock. Gets the ball off just in time. Caleb gets the ball out over the middle. That is complete to Zacchaeus this time. But he is going to be 2 yards shy of the marker. And the Bears will have to punt it away. But they are at least out of the shadow of their own end zone. 4th down and 2. And yeah, I was going to say Ben Johnson is not leaving his offense out on that field right now. There is no way. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 6:15, 6:14, 6:13 left to go on the clock. Kick is away. High kick will be fielded at the 30-yard line. He will be hit but not brought down and then eventually tackled at the 40-yard line where the Commanders will take over with 6:02 remaining on the clock. This is starting to get a little stressful here. especially because they were not able to do anything in the shadow of their own end zone there. Lots of Bears miscues for sure. Offensive drive or penalties killing drives, defensive penalties extending Commanders' drives. 6 minutes on the clock, down by 2. 1st and 10 Commanders at their own 40-yard line. Bears need to start pulling rabbits out of their orifices. Ball's at the 39. Jaden in the shotgun turns and hands it off to his running back, and he is going to have about a 3-yard gain on 1st down. I believe that is Krosky Merritt in there carrying the ball, and it is still raining fairly well. That is Krosky Merritt for sure. He did put the ball on the ground earlier in the game. Let's see if he can poke another one out of there. 2nd down and 6. 5:37, 5:36, 5:35 left to go. Commanders at the line a little quicker than they need to be. It'd be smart to use up the play clock if you're the Commanders. And Jaden Daniels is going to be sacked. On that 2nd down play, they don't even bring the play clock all the way down to 0 before they snap the ball. And Jaden Daniels gets sacked. His shoe comes off. And it is going to be 3rd and long for these Commanders. Looks like the more it gets muddy out there, the more it's benefiting the Bears defense right now. But Jaden Daniels got converged on by 4 Bears almost at once, and that's definitely going to be a half sack shared between Dominique Robinson and I couldn't see. It was 99 was in there. It's big. No, that's not Billings. He's 97. Anyways, Jaden takes the shotgun snap on 3rd and 13, gets it over the middle, and that's going to be a 1st down by Jeremy McNichols, who does it all with his legs after the catch. Jaden was under pressure, but manages to get it to his outlet. That's going to be a 1st and 10 play. We're just under 4.5 minutes left to play in this game. That was Dayo Odebingo. Looks like he was the man on the pressure. But unfortunately, the 1st down was made by McNichols. You got to believe the Commanders will be taking as much time off the clock as they can now. Jaden takes a shotgun snap. He hands it off, and that will be a gain of 1 on that play. And that was McNichols yet again on that 1st down carry. 2nd down and 9, 3:43, 3:42, 3:41 left to go in the game. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Commanders leading by 2. 2nd down and 9. You have to check the spot of the ball. I believe it is near midfield. It is at the Bears' 48-yard line. Jaden is in the shotgun. Kind of a close camera angle here. Takes the snap, drops back. He's got Montez Sweat in his face right away. Escapes the pocket, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the marker, and that's going to be 3rd and about inches with 3 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. Montez Sweat was in his face off the snap, but did not keep his contain. He over-pursued. I mean, granted, Jaden Daniels is going to be way faster than him, and especially in the slop. 3rd down and 1. The Bears have used their 1st timeout to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the game. Rain still coming down. Looks like it's got a little bit of sleet in there. Us Midwesterners are plenty familiar with that. Bears since 2014, 1-10 coming off their bye. Well, that's something that needs to change, that's for sure. Jeez. What's the one they won? It was probably one under Matt Nagy in like 2018, I bet. Probably the only one they won. I remember a week they played terrible under Tressman, went into the bye week, came back, and played even worse that after the bye week. So they got blown out by the Patriots and the Packers. in back-to-back games, and there was a bye week in between. 3 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the game. Commanders have the ball, 3rd and 1. I believe we are at the 40-yard line of Chicago. Bears need a stop desperately. Commanders line up with 3 tight ends in the game. No, that's wrong. It's 2 tight ends. 2 tight ends. They got an extra lineman in there, though. And the ball's dropped. They fumbled the handoff, and the Bears got the ball. Yes! Nashawn Wright falling on the ball. Jaden Daniels fumbles the exchange with, I believe that was McNichols in there. No, that was Krosky Merritt. Who was it? The ball gets snapped, gets to Jaden Daniels, never gets full hands on it, tries to hand it off to Krosky Merritt, who never even had a chance because Jaden Daniels did not have full grasp of the ball. Fumble and a Bears turnover. That is the 3rd one of the game, and now it's time to make something of it, gentlemen. Three turnovers on a night for the Commanders. They only had 3 in their first 5 games. Bears have the ball at their own 44-yard line. Caleb turns and hands it off to DeAndre Swift, who's going to have a couple on that first down carry. And now the Commanders are getting a little chippy out here. For all the flags you're throwing against us for roughing the passer, why don't you throw one for unnecessary, huh? 2nd down and 8 incoming. 2:47, 2:46, 2:45 left to go in the game. Bears in complete control right now. They just have to keep advancing the ball. But if they can, they are in control of their destiny for the rest of this game. Caleb under center, turns, hands it off to Swift, who carries it up the middle, and he's going to have about 3 more on that carry. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. 2:21, 2:20, 2:19 left to go in this game. Bears with 2 timeouts, Washington with all 3 of theirs. 3rd down and 5 incoming. Ball getting close to midfield. Ball at the Chicago 49. They get to the line quick, and it's going to be the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 5 incoming at the Chicago 49 after the 2-minute warning. That's a freaking miracle that that ball came out there, that's for sure. All right, be right back. All right. Waiting for the 2-minute warning to be over. Bears have new life breathed into them after the turnover. The 3rd of the game for the Commanders. I think they will officially probably credit Jaden Daniels with that one because he definitely fumbled that snap. Never had it clean. Krosky Merritt never even had possession of the ball. All right, we are back from the 2-minute warning. It is 3rd and 5. The ball is at the Chicago 49-yard line. And They need to truck forward, keep the clock running, and close this game out with a score. Don't even give Washington a chance. They've been really good on third down throughout the season, but not so good tonight. They are only 2 for 9 so far tonight. But throughout the season, they're at 49%, which is, I mean, hey, 1 for 2. That's pretty respectable. So that means they're due for a third down conversion here. Let's go, gentlemen. 3rd and 5, 2 minutes left to go. Caleb in the shotgun. He's got Colson Loveland in motion, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Swift lined up next to him, takes the shotgun snap. He's looking. He has his man. That is Colston Loveland with the first down. And that ball is going to be spotted at the Washington 45-yard line. And the Bears have the first down. Clock is ticking right now. Interesting that Washington is not electing to use their timeouts at the moment. That could come back to bite them, but hey, you never know. Colston Levin with a nice catch. Caleb under center, sends Odunze in motion, pitches it to DeAndre Swift, who runs forward, and he's going to have about a 4-yard gain on that first down carry. And the Commanders will elect to use their first timeout now with 1:26 left to go in the game. Ball. Oh, I'm not sure where the ball will be. It's close to the 40, I think, but it will be 2nd and 6 after the timeouts. Kool-Aid's pumping. The nerves are starting to flow. You know, you watch a game for almost 3 hours, and it all comes down to the last couple of minutes, man. I tell you, it's starting to be like the NBA. You don't even need to watch the whole game. You just watch the last 5 minutes, and you're good to go. But that's no fun. I like to take in the entire game, especially because I love defense. But when you grow up a Bears fan, you know, I mean, it's in your DNA. So 1:27 left to go in this game. 2nd and 6. Commanders have used their first timeout. Bears just need to keep trucking forward, gaining yards, and close this game out with a score. Ball is at the Commanders' 41-yard line. Yes, it is. Caleb under center. He is going to turn, hand it off to DeAndre Swift, who runs up the right-hand side, got the first down, and that's where he just decides to go down like a smart man, keeps the clock running, and the Commanders will have to use their second timeouts. DeAndre taking a bit of a little hit on that on the end of that play, but looked like he was trying to deliver a blow. No, he just went down. Okay, it wasn't as bad as it looked at full speed. It looked harsher at full speed, but in the slow-mo, the guy more or less just kind of went over the top of him, so it wasn't so bad. All right, 1st and 10, 1:22 left to go in the game. Bears have 2 timeouts. Commanders are down to 1. DeAndre Swift having a monster night, 160 total scrimmage yards plus a touchdown. And now these Commander fans are starting to look a little nervous. Hey, I'm feeling nervous too because it ain't over yet. We're still on the wrong side of the scoreboard at the moment. Ball is on the Washington 31, 1st and 10, 1:22 left to go in the game. I keep repeating myself, but who cares? Caleb's under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He turns and he fakes the handoff this time. He's looking to throw, which I don't care for. He just slides, and that's going to technically be a 1-yard loss. But that will indeed cause the Commanders to use their final timeout with 1:14 left to go in this game. High drama here to close out this game. Bears have a chance to win this game and right the wrongs of last year. Roma Dunze getting illegal hands to the face the entire time on that one. They don't throw the flag on Commanders for that one. But that is indeed the final timeout used by the Commanders. We have 1:14 left to go. I believe it is 2nd down and 11 after that 1-yard loss on a scramble by Caleb. But he ultimately will be they'll be called a sack because he was brought down, you know, for a loss. Rain coming down, but apparently not much wind in Landover. I'd rather not have to close this game out with a field goal due to the conditions. Moody has made 3 out of 4 kicks tonight. The one he missed, I believe, was a 48-yarder. He made a 53-yarder, I believe it was. But in this kind of weather, field goals from any distance are by no means automatic. So 2nd and 12, they're going to call it after the loss by Caleb on the first down play and the timeout called by the Commanders. Caleb under center. He's got two guys to either side. He pitches it out to DeAndre Swift, who's going to run it to the right side. He's going to have a first down across the 20 into the red zone. And tick, 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 tick. 102, 101, 1 minute left to go in this game. Bears driving, trying to close this game out with a score and giving Washington zero chance to reciprocate. Seems like when they're running towards the outside, they've been having more success than when they've been running up the middle. But either way, the run game has seen its best success so far this year, and DeAndre Swift has seen his best success so far this year. Ben Johnson opting to take a timeout as the Bears were getting to the line with only a few seconds left on the play clock. So Ben Johnson saving his young quarterback from himself. The Bears do still have one timeout left. 31 seconds left to play. It is 1st and 10. The last thing you need is a negative play or a turnover. God forbid. Knock, 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 knock on wood. 31 seconds left to play. 1st and 10. Ball inside the 20-yard line. DeAndre Swift with 108 rush yards, 67 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Receiving touchdown on the night. It is 1st and 10. I've said that about 3 times at least already. Ditka Mustache is praying in the crowd. Ball is at the 18-yard line. Caleb is just going to go ahead and take a knee at the 20, and the Bears are going to settle for taking a game-winning field goal, we hope, from Jake Moody, filling in for the injured Cairo Santos, who had a hamstring issue, I believe, or no, it was a hip issue towards the end of the Raiders game. Apparently was not good enough to go tonight. Ben Johnson's going to call the timeout with what looks to be 3 seconds left to go. And that is indeed what happens. 2nd and 12. Nobody has any timeouts left. This is for all the marbles, at least as far as this game goes. That's right. Moody had one blocked earlier in the game, but this one is not going to have that low trajectory because this one is going to be a much closer kick. The ball will be spotted around the 28, so this would be roughly a 37, 38-yard field goal. He made 47, 48, 41, and blocked from 48. All right, this is for the game. 38-yard attempt. We got a dry K-ball on the field. Moody is lining up for it. And my heart is pumping. All right, Moody is lined up. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. It is through! And the Bears have gone out and righted the wrongs from last year out in Landover, Maryland, getting the win 25-24 over Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Excellent job, gentlemen. I have nothing else to say. I am very happy for my boys. They go out, they play a hard-fought game. That's 2 hard-fought games in the last 2 road victories that they have. And I believe they probably already have more road victories this year than Matt Eberflus had in his entire tenure as a Bears head coach. So, good job, gentlemen. 3-2. The Bears are above 500. Oh, my God. When's the last time that happened? That has to be at least... Oh, wait. No, that happened last year. They started out 4-2 last year. And then, of course, they lost 10 straight after this Hail Mary debacle last year. But the Bears get the victory against the Washington Commanders, and they can feel good about themselves going home to Chicago tonight. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. It was a pleasure to be with you throughout this game. My heart's still pumping a little bit. And whenever we have a tight finish like this that we win, it takes me a while to get to bed. God damn it. But hey, it's all good. We got the victory. Thank you for joining me. I will most certainly be bringing you a video during the week recapping this, and of course bringing you the new top 10 list going into week 7. Otherwise, thank you for joining me, and I need to get to bed somehow. Good night, everybody. Bear down, Chicago Bears. It's always